Good afternoon, my name is Richard. This is over at Arsenal, the women's channel. This is Matchday Live. It's, of course, a big game at the top of the WSL. It is Arsenal women versus Manchester City, the league leaders from the Emirates Stadium. This is a game that Arsenal quite simply have to win. Anything other than that, and pretty much we give the title to Manchester City today. It's a big game. It's all coming up the other side of this. So it is a big one, isn't it? Arsenal versus Manchester City, the league leaders. They are actually 13 points ahead of us as things stand. We do have a game in hand. So should we win this and then win our game in hand, it would cut that lead to 7 points. But we have to win this game today, and it certainly won't be easy, will it? So what is the team news for you? Well, this is how the teams line up then for Arsenal. In goal, Daphne Van Domselaar is back. Of course, Annika Balba is out injured anyway following the injury that she suffered in the final, but Daphne is back. The back four then, Emily Fox, Lotta Wooben-Moyes, Steph Catley and Katie McCabe. In midfield it is Kim Little and Mariona Caldente. Then there's a little bit of confusion as to who's playing where in the front line. We've got Beth Mead, Caitlin Ford, Olivia Smith and Leslie Russo. Probably Leslie Russo may well drop back into the more number 10 position. Maybe Olivia Smith might play through the centre, or Caitlin Ford, not sure. Or maybe even Beth Mead. But anyway, we'll soon find out once we get going. But that's the Arsenal lineup. On the bench then, the new goalkeeper, Barbara Vitikova and Naomi Williams. We've got Leah Cadena, Leah Williamson, Smilla Holmberg, Sophie Harwood, Victoria Palova, Frida Marnham and Chloe Kelly. So no Stina Blackstenius in the squad at all. Not sure if there's an injury there. Not heard anything, so I'm not sure whether that's the case. But anyway, that is the Arsenal lineup for Manchester City. The leaders in goal it is Ayaka Timiyashi. Their back four is Jade Rose, Rebecca Knack, Alex Greenwood and Kirsten Kasparov. In midfield it is Laura Blinken-Brown, Yuri Hasegawa, and then probably Vivian Miedemar will probably be in the number 10 position. So their front three will be Lauren Hemp, Caroline, and of course Khadija Shaw. Manchester City are, of course, as we said, they're currently 13 points ahead of us, but we do have a game in hand as well, plus, of course, the game today. If we don't win this, the title's gone, and it's probably going to be Manchester City's. But we've got to look at the bigger picture for us as well, which is the top three. We're currently in fourth place. Again, we have a game in hand. Should we win today, we will go above Chelsea into third place. We're not Chelsea out of the top three. Wow, that is amazing, isn't it? Still, of course, a long way to go, but so important that we win this game, really, isn't it, in the overall scheme of things for the league title and also just even for that top three. So big game here today at the Emirates, and it's a game that Arsenal simply have to win. Defeat, the outcome of that would be, the top four is going to be more difficult. The title would have gone. The team lineup, I don't know, you can see the issues that we've got in the squad in terms of depth. I'm not quite sure why we didn't bring anybody in January. Clearly, we need to bring in some midfield players. I would imagine is the biggest area. Even defence, Leah Williams was on the bench. Is she fit? If she's fit, she should be starting. If she's not fit, she shouldn't be on the bench, quite honestly. The same with Chloe Kelly. Chloe Kelly's back on the bench. Is she fit? If she is, then start her. If she can only play 45 minutes, take her off at half time. I don't know. I'm not sure about the squad. I mean, we don't have much depth, do we? There's no attacking depth really on the bench at all. We can only assume Stina must be injured, because there's no way you'd leave out a player like Stina Blackstenius from the squad when you've got no other options. We've got all our attacking players in the starting lineup, really. I mean, yes, Chloe Kelly is the only other option, really. Frida obviously does score goals, I suppose, but I don't know. It's a bit confusing, considering we're European champions, we're world club champions, to have a squad that appears to be this lacking in depth. Yes, we've got some injuries at the minute, but, we should have a squad strong enough to cope with it. Look at Manchester City squad. At this moment in time, you've got to say they look a better team than us. They are a better team than us. They're miles clear at the top of the league. But We do raise our game, don't we? We said the same before the Chelsea game a couple of weeks ago. We didn't look like we had a strong enough squad to beat Chelsea. We went out there and won that game. We do tend to pull it off when we're not expected to. So maybe that'll be the case today, but it's going to be really, really tough. I would be quite surprised if we do actually win this game. But we've seen it before, haven't we? LG says it is said that Smith has been centering the warm-up, so it looks like 95-year-old pensioners will be on the wing. Yeah, I've got a feeling Smith might well play through the middle. That looks like what it's going to be. Obviously, there must be an issue with Steiner, you would imagine, if we're having to play what's technically a winger as a centre-forward. Why we couldn't maybe have played Leslie Russo as centre-forward, which is more a natural position, and maybe put Frida in the number 10, maybe played Chloe Kelly. I don't know. Quite often, Renee in the big games does come up with something a little bit special, doesn't she, in terms of some sort of tactical masterclass that she did against Chelsea. Maybe she'll do it again today. I don't know. But you look at the Chelsea team, the Manchester City team, it does look a lot more settled than us. It looks to have a lot more quality than us. I think their midfield stronger than us. I think their forward line looks stronger than ours. Obviously, Caroline, the Brazilian, got a hat-trick last week against Chelsea. Viv's playing really well as well. And obviously, we know Bunny Shaw is going to get goals. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a big ask today, isn't it? But I say we've done it before. We've done it plenty of times before. No one gave us a chance against Barcelona in the final. No one gave us a chance against Chelsea a couple of weeks ago. We can pull it off. We can. But with the players that we've got missing, I don't know. I think it's a big ask today. But we'll see. It should be a good game, though, shouldn't it? These games against Manchester City quite often have goals in them. If you remember, last season's game at the Emirates was a 2-2 draw. We lost 3-2 in the away game earlier this season. We won 4-3 in the away game last season. It does tend to be a lot of goals. And I would imagine there'll probably be some goals today. We're likely to concede a few, but the forward line, Man City, but, we do score goals as well. Olivia Smith, a big opportunity for her playing central striker today. She's in good form, getting goals. She scored, of course, in the World Cup Championship. So, yeah, let's hope that this is going to all work for us. It all clicks together. We're going to have to play really, really well, aren't we? But who knows? We can, can't we? Roy says, why is this 12 noon kickoff time? Surely a 3 p.m. kickoff time would bring a larger crowd and more exposure onto it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like these kickoff times, I've got to be honest. I don't think it does bring the crowds in either so much. I think they've sold 45,000 tickets. It does look quite busy. We are often underway at the Emirates. Arsenal kick in to the goal to our right, which is the clock end. But Man City have immediately won the ball and are looking for an early goal. A shot from into the box just goes wide. That was Viv Miedemar there, back on familiar territory, of course. She did score in this fixture last season for Manchester City. Well, it was kind of an own goal, a big deflection, but it was given to Viv. She won the ball in the centre circle there, ran a long way unchallenged and dragged her shot just wide. But an early warning there to Arsenal that if we give the ball away, we are going to be in trouble in this game. There, a goal kick there. Daphne plays it to Lotta Woober more on this near side. It's gone out off Buddy's shot. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. Emily Fox is going to take it. And Arsenal a little bit sloppy there from the kickoff, losing the ball. And Viv was almost in. Man City on the brink of winning the WSL title, bringing to an end Chelsea's dominance over the last few years. It should really be us, shouldn't it? It should be us taking that title off Chelsea. When you look at winning the Champions League this season, it just hasn't quite worked out as we all hoped it might have done. Too many stupid points dropped, especially in the early part of the season. Too many draws in games that we should have won. Too many sloppy goals conceded. And although our form recently has been good, you have to say we've had some really good results recently. The performances have been good. We've only lost one in our last, 12, 15 games or something, isn't it? That Manchester United semi-final defeat in the Subway Cup. So we're not in bad form, let's be honest. We are not in bad form. But Man City have won 12, I think it's 12 WSL games in a row since the first game of the season. They've won everything else since. And, yeah, the only other defeat was, of course, they lost in the semi-final as well, didn't they, to Chelsea in the League Cup. They're Arsenal trying to come forward over on that far side, but Katie McCabe's ball easily cut out. But Arsenal have won it back. Kim Little been so crucial in midfield for us this season. Kim Little, she's probably you almost back to her best, you could say, following, I thought last season, a few injuries, she wasn't quite there. Anyway, Caitlin Ford, who's playing off this left-hand side, is going to have a run out. The Man City defence cuts infield inside the penalty area, but she showed a little bit too much of that to Alex Greenwood. The cross comes in, Olivia Smith's almost underneath it. Man City do deal with it. And Leslie Russo is going to pick this ball up, playing in that deeper role again. Kim Little now trying to drive us forward, plays up this near side. Beth Mead, first real involvement for Beth. She scored in this fixture last season as well, of course, when Arsenal were close to getting that was the first game of the season, actually, wasn't it? It seems weird that Jonas was still manager then. Last time we played Man City, Arsenal coming forward now on that far side. Katie McCabe, she had a good World Club tournament, I thought. She's not been playing so well in the WSL, but she played well in them 2 games anyway. Arsenal now coming forward. Caitlin Ford goes around the outside. Can she get the cross in? Oh, she's done really well. Caitlin Ford drills it across the box. Nobody in there. That's where you need a centre forward. Would have finished that off there. Good work from Caitlin Ford on that far side. Arsenal's left. Drilled the ball across the 6-yard box. Done really, really well there. Brilliant play from Caitlin there. Lovely cross as well. And Olivia Smith at the near post couldn't get a touch. And that's where you need a natural centre forward, comes into the 6-yard box. Steeler would have probably been there to finish that off. But that was good play from Arsenal, though. That was the best moment so far. We've played 3.5 minutes here at the Emirates. Arsenal 0, Man City 0. And Arsenal just started to settle down. And Leslie Russo won the ball there, but Hasegawa now in possession for Man City. Drills a ball forward, but it's to nobody in particular. And Steph Catley will pick this up for Arsenal. Plays it to Kim Little, gets it back. Arsenal settled now, looking quite good here. Roy says, here in the league, we are really fighting Chelsea, Spurs and Man United for those 2 Champions League places. Only getting a draw today could really set us back. Yeah, we are. You're right. But until it's mathematical. See, Man City have got a history. I know they've got a different manager now. But they've had a history, haven't they, of falling away in the closing stages of the season. The title, they should have won it 2 years ago when we beat them at their ground with them 2 late goals. And they've got a habit of doing that. So I think if we can keep winning, put some pressure on them at least, then they could blow up again as they normally do. Ryan says, Smith in the number 9. Looks that way. Man City now coming forward. Bunny Shaw's got some space inside the box. Oh, and Lotta Wubben-Moy got back well, actually. Good defending. And maybe Bunny Shaw was a little bit tentative there, unlike her. And anyway, Arsenal can't get the ball away. Shot from the edge of the box comes in. It's blocked. That was Carroll in there, and Arsenal do manage to clear the ball away. But this is some pressure now from Manchester City. And Bunny Shaw in inside the penalty. It looks as though she had a little bit of space there, Bunny Shaw. Could have maybe took the shot on. She chose not to. Delayed it, and Arsenal were able to get back. Lotta Wubben-Moy it was with the challenge inside the penalty area. And that could have been a dangerous moment there for Arsenal. The last thing we really want to do in this game is concede an early goal. It's going to be difficult enough anyway, but we certainly need to keep it. If we can't score the first goal, we need to keep it 0-0 for as long as possible. We can't afford to go behind in this game. Man City obviously playing with a lot of confidence, as you would expect. The team at top of the league closing in on that title, but there's still plenty of time. They could still implode as they've done in other years. Now Bunny Shaw now has a good run there, good tackle there from Lotta Wubben-Moy. It was again, who knows she's going to have her work cut out today against the Jamaican. Although Bunny Shaw doesn't score that many goals against Arsenal, has she? She scores a lot of goals, but she did score one, of course, in that defeat earlier on this season, but she doesn't tend to score that many against Arsenal. Hopefully that'll be a good sign for today. Lotta again is really tight there and does well again, Lotta, but Lauren Hemp on the run now, but Emily Fox steps in. That's good defending actually from Arsenal. Defending quite well here. Bunny Shaw surely is offside. She is offside, and there's 2 players down. Actually look like a clash there between Beth Mead and Alex Greenwood. Those 2 Lioness players, of course, know each other very well. Bit of a clash there was. They kind of ran into each other. To be honest, that looks like a foul by Alex Greenwood on Beth Mead, to be honest. But anyway, Ryan says there, it's not over until the mathematics are impossible. Exactly. I always say that. If we're still in it, we need to keep plugging away, don't we? Because anything can happen. We just have to keep winning all our games, really, don't we? And see where it goes. And obviously, starting today, we can't do any more than the only points we can definitely guarantee Man City will drop is if we beat them. We have to rely on them to drop other points elsewhere, but we just have to keep winning, put the pressure on here. Alex Greenwood's free kick, and Daphne Van Domslaar gets a fist on it there. Does well, actually, the Arsenal goalkeeper. Back in the team today, of course, following a long spell out. Well, first of all, because of injury, and secondly, because of how well Anik Borba was playing. You have to say, had she not picked up that injury very late on in the final last weekend, I'm pretty sure that Borba would have been in the side today. Anyway, Kim Little now driving forward for Arsenal, plays up this near side. Emily Fox just manages to keep that in, does well. And the return pass there from Beth wasn't good enough. It's gone out behind for a goal kick. Jog says there, non-plus Greenwood body check read. Yeah, I thought so. I thought that was a free kick, actually. I can't agree it was. But anyway, Roy says there, the thought of Spurs getting Champions League football while Arsenal miss out is just unthinkable for me. But I understand that other teams are closing the gap on the top teams. Yeah, that they are. To be honest with you, I'm not necessarily worried about Tottenham. I think the third place, if you like, or the second and third place are going to be between Arsenal, Chelsea and Man United. I don't think anyone else is quite ready yet. Anyway, also coming forward now, Olivia Smith inside the penalty area. Slightly heavy touch there. And it was well defended in the end by Jade Rose. The two Canadians there coming together inside the penalty area. Is a slightly over hit first touch there from Olivia Smith, or she would have been in. That's good football again, though, from Arsenal. Kim Little again, brilliant in midfield. Mariona's ball through, and that first touch there from Olivia Smith, if she could have got that closer to her body, she may well have got a shot away. In the end, it was good defending by Jade Rose for City. They're trying to play it out from the back, Manchester City, and they successfully do up to Bunny Shaw. Again, she's got Lotta Woober-Moy in close proximity, and Lotta does well again. She's had a good start to this game, Lotta. Obviously knows Bunny Shaw very well. They've come up against each other quite a lot, haven't they, in recent years in the WSL. And also got a decent record at home against Manchester City. Especially here at the Emirates, where, of course, last season's game, Arsenal should have won, really, shouldn't we? Have to say we should have done. Anyway, Arsenal in possession now. Lotta Woober-Moy plays it back to Steph Catley. Nearly 10 minutes played at the Emirates, still 0-0. Both teams have had a couple of bright moments in attack. And Arsenal looking for one now. Beth Mead gets that ball out to that far side. Mariona Caldente plays it on to Caitlin Ford, who's had a couple of good runs already. Plays it to the edge of the box. Beth Mead now very central. Plays it to Kim Little. Have a shot, Kim. She tries a shot from the edge of the box. It strikes a Man City defender. Does it reach Caitlin Ford? Not quite. And Man City scramble the ball away. This is good play from Arsenal. We're looking full of confidence in these early stages here. Not surprisingly, after the couple of weeks that we've had, of course, beating Chelsea, winning the World Club Championship with that nice little shield on our shirts. Now the only team that will ever have that, certainly for the time being anyway. Olivia Smith does really well. Finds Leslie Russo. Can she get the shot away? She does get a shot away. It's blocked. It's going to fall to Olivia Smith in the box. She goes down. Was that a foul? The referee says no. And Man City get the ball away. And that was a good opportunity there from Arsenal. Olivia Smith there showed good feet in the box. And was she fouled? No, she wasn't. She wasn't fouled there. That was almost a dive, actually, you have to say. It was good feet from Olivia Smith initially. She anticipated being tackled, I think, and she decided that she was going to get tackled and had gone down, and the tackle didn't really come in. So it always looks worse than what it is when that happens, but you don't really want to see players diving. And you have to say that was pretty much a dive from Olivia Smith there. Anyway, the referee was having none of it, and it is a goal kick now to Manchester City. And Arsenal have started well, though. And we're closing down, pressing high up the pitch as Man City trying to play it out from the back, and they give the ball away. Is it going to fall here to Leslie Russo on the edge of the box? Not quite. Again, it was Jade Rose steps in. And now Manchester City trying to come forward. Lauren Hemp on this near side. Plays the ball back to Alex Greenwood. And Manchester City trying to build from the back again. But it's been a decent start this from Arsenal. And now Man City knocking the ball around in midfield. Now it's with Alex Greenwood, the Manchester City captain. And there's a long ball switch there from Hazegao over on that far side. But it's gone out for a throw to Arsenal. which looks like Katie McCabe is going to take. In fact, Olivia Smith has gone down injured. I mean, this isn't good, is it, when we don't really have another centre forward option on the bench? Anyway, she's back on her feet again, Olivia Smith. Let's hope she's going to be all right. It's a big opportunity for her playing in this position. She has played, of course, through the centre before, not for Arsenal, but she has done in her career. And it's certainly a position that she can play. She's got a lot of pace. And obviously, she's shown this season she can score goals. She's in good goal-scoring form. So maybe in the circumstances with Stina out, it was a good option to put her there. Anyway, Lotta Woober-Moy brings the ball forward quite a long way now, finds Emily Fox on this near side. Touches it back again to Lotto, who's had a really good start to this game. Now, Steph Catley just inside the centre circle. Katie McCabe gives it back to Steph Catley. Man City trying to press, but Arsenal play this well. Kim Little, of course, always calm and cool, isn't she, under pressure? Kim Little doesn't panic, keeps possession. That's with Lotta on this near side. Gives it back to Steph Catley again. And now it's back with Lotta. And Arsenal keeping possession, but not really managing to progress the ball up the pitch. And in fact, Beth Mead's lost out, and suddenly Manchester City now have got a break on here with Lauren Hemp on this near side. Beth Mead gets back well, and Lauren Hemp is forced away from goal. And Man City now have been forced back into their own half, and now it's all the way back with the goalkeeper, Yamashita. And Arsenal just briefly there looked as though we might be in trouble when Beth Mead there lost the ball. She did work hard to try and win it back. Bunny Shaw now can't get that ball. Good defending there again from Lotta Woober-Moy. She's going to have to be really, really switched on today. And so far, so good. She has been brilliant up against Bunny Shaw. But here's a throw to Man City, which Greenwood's going to take. Finds Lauren Hemp, who always looks busy and lively. And touches the ball back to Rebecca Knack. Now it's with Jade Rose for Manchester City, bringing it forward over on that far side. Touches it into Caroline. Of course, that hat-trick last week. That was an incredible result, really, wasn't it? I mean, not necessarily incredible that Man City beat Chelsea, but the manner and the fact that they beat them 5-1. You know, when was the last time Chelsea conceded 5 goals? I mean, to be fair, we could have probably scored 5 against them the week before. Anyway, Kim Little now, Arsenal won the ball back. And goes back to Daphne Van Domselaar. Nice distribution from her. Plays it simple to Lotta Woober-Moy. Thought about a long ball, changed her mind and goes back to the goalkeeper again. Joggers there. For God's sake, Emily, take the ball and run into the byline. All that space, and she passes backwards or sideways. Yeah, no, I agree with her. Yeah, she should have really done that. Anyway, that's another lovely little touch off there from Olivia Smith, but Leslie Russo couldn't quite get there. And Manchester City do win the ball back, and now it's with Lauren Hemp. And halfway up this near side, Beth Mead again gets back at her. Manchester City do keep the ball. It's a little bit cat and mouse at the moment, this game, isn't it? Neither team quite able to get on top. Arsenal had a couple of moments. Man City have had a couple of moments. It's been a little bit of a stalemate at the moment, really. But Arsenal playing okay. You know, Man City now knocking the ball around well. This is a good attack from them. But again, it's good defending there from Emily Fox. Just rolls the ball back to goalkeeper Daphne, who goes long. Good header, though, from Alex Greenwood. But it's picked up by Kim Little in midfield. And Arsenal now have picked up possession. And that's how this game's gone so far. There'll be Arsenal will have a 5-minute spell knocking the ball around without really creating anything. Then Man City will pick up the ball. They'll knock it around for 5 minutes and not really create anything. And then it goes back to Arsenal again. It's that sort of a game so far now. Caroline's decided she's going to take it into her own hands there, presses aggressively, but Arsenal do manage to keep possession. And that's been the story of this first 16 minutes here at the Emirates. No team really able to get a grip on it so far. Anyway, Steph Catley now just on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area, looking for a pass, finds Mariona, gets it back again, Steph Catley. And this is another little spell of possession for Arsenal. Mariona Caldente plays it forward. This is nice. Mariona Caldente again drives forward now towards halfway, threads the ball through. Oh, that's a good ball. Olivia Smith could get on the end of this. She's gone round the keeper, and Olivia Smith has scored, and Arsenal take the lead. 17 minutes played. That is a great goal, and that's the advantage of having somebody who's got some pace through the middle. brilliant play from Mariona. She got the ball there. The nice 1-2 with Kim Little. Threaded it the wrong side of the defender, Rebecca Knack, I think it was. And Olivia Smith ran through, took it round the keeper with calmness, and then slotted it into the net. And Arsenal have got... So, of course, it only means one thing. And that was a brilliant goal there from Olivia Smith. Really good play from her. Not great defending, you have to say, from Man City, but we don't care about that. It was a brilliant ball from Mariona, and Olivia Smith did the rest with real calmness there. And that's, I say, that's the advantage of having somebody who's got that much pace through the middle. You can play them balls through, and that was a calm finish. And that is her 4th league goal of the season. I think, is it a 6th or 7th in all competitions? So she's having a good season, isn't she, Olivia Smith? What a signing she is. Denise says, here we go, backwards and sideways. No. Well, you say nothing's changed. We just scored. Ryan says Smith can be as in striker. Well, I think it's a good option, isn't it? Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again, looking for a second goal. Beth Mead on the edge of the box. Oh, she looked like she wanted to cut inside and try a shot. The ball just ran away from her. But that was brilliant play there from Mariona, who seems to be getting her form back now. Lovely play from her. What a ball that was as well. It was just asking to be finished, and Olivia Smith obliged. And that was a really well taken goal from the £1 million player, the first ever £1 million player, of course, Olivia Smith. And it's her goal that's given Arsenal a vital lead here. And this would put Arsenal back into the top 3. If we can hang on. Still a long way to go in this game, of course. Man City have been behind in other games before. So they've won their last, I think it's 12 WSL games in a row. So I'm sure they're not just going to roll over here. LG says, Man City have scored in every game in the WSL since November 2024, 28-game streak. Is it? Well, is that going to end today? So what you're saying is we're going to need at least another one, aren't you? That's what you're saying. And I tend to agree with you anyway. I never think a 1-0 lead is enough for us anyway. But certainly not a 1-0 lead this early in the game against a team with Man City's quality. Absolutely not. But anyway, let's see what happens. But it's been a good start from Arsenal anyway. And that's the threat that we've got, isn't it? You know, we don't have Stina today, but Olivia Smith can run in behind as well. And that's exactly what brought about that goal. Brilliant stuff. And is really going to pull off another tactical masterclass in a big game against one of the top teams. It seems to do it quite often, doesn't she? It tends to be against the so-called lesser teams that we sometimes tend to struggle to finish the games off. That's cost us a lot of points this season. Anyway, Bunny Shaw there tried to get the ball out wide to that far side, but it was a ball to nobody, and Katie McCabe can pick it up, finds Steph Catley. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 0 in this really crucial game for both teams, really. Man City know, don't they, that a win here today, and surely that's pretty much the title done and dusted for him, you feel. I mean, it may well be anyway, even if we do win this game, but at least it's going to put some more pressure on City, isn't it? At the end of the day, what we want to do is if they are going to win the league, make them work for it. And the way to do that is to keep the pressure on by us, keep winning, win today, keep winning, keep putting that pressure on. I mean, Emily Fox now coming forward, Arsenal looking for potentially a second goal maybe, which could prove to be crucial. Beth Mead up this near side, plays the ball in again, looking for that running behind of Olivia Smith, and almost gets there again. But that's good defending this time by Rebecca Knack. Maybe learnt her lesson on the goal. Olivia Smith's gone down injured again. And she's got a little knock there as she was trying to run through. I think she's going to be okay. She's just getting a knock on the back of the head, but she's going to be fine. Just holding her head there. I don't know whether she got a knock off the defender. She must be one of the most fouled players. And not that was given as a foul, but she must be one of the most fouled players in the league, I would have thought. Actually looked like more the goalkeeper there seemed to catch her, and she's gone down and maybe hit her head on the ground rather than actually anything else. Anyway, she's just briefly going off here just to get checked over by the physio team. Doesn't look to be that serious an injury. I'm sure she's going to be fine to carry on, but Arsenal temporarily down to 10 while Olivia Smith gets her injury looked at. I just think it was a way that her head hit the floor there, actually. Andy says, I'm not convinced it was the right choice to start Mead in this game. I'd have gone with Chloe Kelly or Marnham in the middle, Russo as a 9 and Smith on the right. Yeah, that all makes sense. We're not sure how fit Chloe Kelly is, I suppose, but yeah, I kind of agree with her. Having said that, though, you know, so far this game, it's gone well. We're winning, so we can't really grumble too much about the starting lineup at this stage. And obviously playing Olivia Smith through the centres give us the goal. So, and Olivia Smith is back on now. I didn't think the injury looked that serious. And it's her goal, of course, that separates the team. So Lauren Hemp now has got in behind over on this near side up against Emily Fox. Lauren Hemp plays the ball square. And it comes back out to Alex Greenwood. And Arsenal defending well. You have to say, Arsenal looking fairly sharp at the back. We're trying to shut down these spaces for Manchester City. And after 23 minutes, midway through this first half, it's worked pretty well so far, you have to say. It really has worked pretty well so far. You know, Man City now, though, looking dangerous. LG says, Beth Mead is finished. I'm not willing to suffer another season of her. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that. She'll score a goal in a minute. Anyway, Lauren Hemp on this near side, a little bit of space for Manchester City, looking to try and get back on level terms in this game. Cross comes in from Alex Greenwood towards the far post. There's no Man City player there, but the header from Caitlin Ford wasn't great. The ball played back into the box, but Steph Catley clears it away, comes out to Hasegawa, plays it out wide over on that far side. Good defending that time, though, from Caitlin Ford, though. She's lost the ball again almost immediately. And yeah, this just hacked away there by Katie McCabe. Anywhere will do. As it turned out, it wasn't actually a bad clearance, but Man City picked the ball up again. It was Rebecca Knack there who won the header. And now she's got the ball again. The German defender plays the ball forward, but it was a slip there from Bunny Shaw. And in the end, Katie McCabe can tidy that up. And now it's back with the goalkeeper, Daphne Van Domselaar, and Kim under a little bit of pressure. Does well, actually, Kim. She had a good start to this game as well. And Arsenal have beaten that press pretty well, actually. Got the ball up on that far side with Caitlin Ford. Gets it back to Steph Catley. The two Australians linking well there. And now Mariona Caldente finds Emily Lutterwood, so a little bit of space, plays the ball forward to Leslie Russo. Beth Mead inside the centre circle, chips the ball up this near side, looking for the run of Emily Fox. But Alex Green was there to tidy it up, back to goalkeeper Yamashita. But Arsenal again have picked the ball up. This is good pressure, actually, from Arsenal here. Could do with getting a second goal, couldn't we, while we're on top? Well, you remember that crazy game away at Man City the season before last when we were 2-0 up in about 10 minutes, wasn't we? We ended up winning 4-3 in the end. But, yeah, let's hope that today can be a little bit more calmer in the end. But it's quite frantic out there at the minute. But Arsenal playing well and leading 1-0. Olivia Smith's goal after 17 minutes. Really good goal it was as well. It was well worked and well taken by the Canadian. Mariona Caldente played a big part in that as well. The Spaniard who's started to really find her form back from last season. You know, Caitlin Ford's having a run over on that far side. This is really good play from Caitlin Ford. Really good play from Caitlin Ford. She tries a shot as well, and it's straight at the goalkeeper. Brilliant stuff there from Caitlin Ford. Good strength there. Got past, 2 or 3 challenges. Really, really good stuff there. And then found a shot from the edge of the box. It would have taken something a bit special to have scored from that far out, but it was an enterprising run from Caitlin there. And Arsenal won the ball back on the edge of the box. Kim Little, can she get the shot away? Oh, she didn't seem to know what to do there. She got into the box to shoot or to try to pull it across. In the end, she took too long and had the ball taken off her. And now Manchester City on the counter-attack over on that far side. This is dangerous. Bunny Shaw inside the box. Lots of Ruben Moyes close to her. She gets the ball across, but Emily Fox is there. Good defending again from Arsenal. And surely that's a foul. And it is a foul by Viv Miedemaria on Mariona Caldente. Probably two of the most talented players in the WSL, aren't they, those two? There's no doubt. And, of course, we've been lucky enough to have both of them play for Arsenal. We've got Mariona at the moment, and there's no doubt she's been such a good signing for us. But it was good play, actually, from Bunny Shaw. She tried to reverse the ball back into the box, but Emily Fox read it well. And, again, Arsenal defending well. There's a player down now, actually, for Arsenal. I think it might be Leslie Russo. And the referee's just gone over there to check she's okay. Will she need some treatment? I don't think so. She gets back to her feet again. Not quite sure what happened there. Did she get a push in the back, potentially? Caitlin Ford is complaining. What happened there? Let's have a look. I mean, clearly that is a foul. Surely that's a foul. It was Jade Rose there, went in quite heavily on Leslie Russo. Now, why are they making Leslie Russo? Is this a new rule? Because Leslie Russo's gone. She went down because obviously she'd got that heavy challenge. No physios came on, and yet the referee has insisted that she goes off the pitch. I only thought you had to go off the pitch if the physios came on. Is that a new rule that they've changed? Because I'm not really sure it was. I mean, the same thing kind of happened with Olivia Smith just a few moments ago. The physios dealt with her off the pitch. They didn't come on the pitch. I always thought that the physios had to come on for the player to then have to go off, but it seems not. They still haven't let Leslie Russo back on. So again, Arsenal still down to 10 players. I can't understand. Is that a new rule? Does anybody know? Because I didn't realise it was. I always thought it was only if you got actual treatment on the pitch. Leslie Russo clearly didn't get treatment on the pitch. She got back up again, and the referee then insisted that she goes. Now that's a foul that time, referee. Thank you. Is that a new rule? Because I've never known it before. They change the rules all the time, don't they? But the referee actually made her go off the pitch. I say the same happened with Olivia Smith. Is it a new thing to try and stop players pretending to be injured? So even if you go down as though you're injured, you have to go off anyway. I mean, in a way, that kind of makes sense to a certain degree. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, is that actually a rule? If anyone knows, let me know. Because I've never actually officially heard of it as a rule. But anyway, maybe it is. Anyway, the ball is now back with the Manchester City defence. And Leslie Russo presses Rebecca Knack, but the ball does go back to Yamashita, the goalkeeper for Manchester City. Plays a long ball through the middle. Arsenal going to get caught out by that almost, but Steph Catley gets in and manages to get the ball back. In fact, it was a free kick on Steph Catley anyway. And it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. And Steph plays it back to goalkeeper Daphne Van Domselaar. Jog says their game is getting scratchy. Yeah, but that kind of suits us a little bit more, doesn't it? Because we've got the lead. Leslie Russo has been fouled this time, and the referee's given that free kick on halfway. Again, it was Jade Rose who seems determined to try and get the better of Leslie Russo in this game. But anyway, Arsenal got a free kick right on halfway. Lotta Wuga-Moy is about to take it. I'm sure she's just going to clip that into. Actually, just plays it short to Beth Mead and then gets it back again. She just clips it forward. But that's not the possession game that Arsenal want to play, is it, really? Oh, nearly a short ball there for Mariona, and Bunny Shaw was almost in. And in fact, Arsenal have given it away. Not great play there at all, you have to say, from Arsenal. We didn't need to do that, did we? It's a free kick on halfway. Get the ball forward towards the penalty area. That's what we need to do. If you're going to lose possession at that end of the pitch. In the end, we lost it in a more dangerous place. But Steph Catley's there does well, actually. Finds Emily Fox. She's closed down by Alex Greenwood. And in the end, she has to just play it out up the line for a throw to Manchester City. 32 minutes played here at the Emirates. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 0. And you have to say Arsenal probably just about deserved that lead. We've maybe just about been the better team. Not much to choose, you have to say. But we've probably just about shaded it, perhaps, on maybe one or two more opportunities created. But Man City now in possession, looking to try and get this equaliser here. This is nice play actually from Carroll in there, but good play again, good defending that time from Mariona. And Arsenal defending well, you have to say. That we are defending well. And we're going to have to, because this Manchester City team have got some really, really good attacking players, haven't they? Lauren Hemp, Bunny Shaw, Caroline, Viv, Lauren Hemp. We know the quality that they've got. So, anyway, Arsenal trying to come forward over on that far side. And Man City just about managed to keep the ball in. Looked like it had gone out there. They must have just kept it in. But Leslie Russo's done really well there. Wins the ball, and now she's going charging forward for Arsenal. She's got 3 Man City players around her, still emerges with the ball. Now she finds Emily Fox. Now Beth Mead on this near side, a little bit of space for Beth. She's going to have a run inside the penalty area now. Plays the ball square. Oh, it was a decent idea, actually. But Olivia Smith maybe didn't quite read it well. Anyway, Katie McCabe with a shot from distance. Oh, and it's just wide. And Katie McCabe there stepped in and took the shot on, as she tends to do. Katie McCabe doesn't often need a second invitation to shoot there. Man City giving the ball away, and Katie McCabe steps in and fired it left-footed just past that post. And opportunity there for Arsenal to get the second goal. She certainly, in fact, she scored a great winning goal, didn't she, against Man City at Meadow Park 2 or 3 seasons ago, didn't she, Katie McCabe, if you remember? And she certainly scored a few goals from a similar division. I also won the ball again. Mariona Caldente. Oh, that was a good ball, but Leslie Russo and Livy Smith both moved in opposite directions and the ball went between them. And Arsenal won it back again. This is a good spell, this, from Arsenal. What we need to do, though, is get that second goal, don't we? We've said this so many times. When you're on top in a game, particularly in a big game against a good opponent, when you get spells on top, you have to score. We've got 1 goal, and now we're having a good spell here. It's a good opportunity to get that second goal. And that's what we need to do. I'm not quite sure what this statistic about. It's got time of last shot, and it's got Arsenal 33 minutes. Well, that's not true, is it? Because Katie McCabe just had a shot about a minute ago. So that's clearly not the right statistic there, is it? Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now over on that far side. Again, it's in. Livy Smith in behind. The goalkeeper's out this time and clears it away. And that is clearly a good threat, isn't it, for Arsenal there, trying to get Livy Smith in behind with her pace. And it almost paid off again. It brought the goal, and it almost brought one there as well. A good movement there, actually, from Livy Smith. She's got in again, but the goalkeeper this time read it and came out of her area and cleared it away for a throw over on that far side. But Arsenal settling in now. We're having a good spell here. We've had a good 5 minutes. Just need to see if we can find that second goal. That would really give Manchester City a mountain to climb in this game, wouldn't it? Anyway, lots of Ruben Moy now inside the centre circle for Arsenal. Finds Emily Fox up this near side. Beth Mead now tries to give it back. That's a poor ball, actually. Lauren Hemp is going to pick it up. And Emily Fox wins it back there at the expense of a throw to Manchester City. And we know Lauren Hemp's threat, of course. But Emily Fox did well there. You have to say in this game, if it's a straight choice between Emily Fox as right back or Smilla Holmberg, I think in this game, I think Emily Fox is the right choice just because she's far stronger defensively. Obviously, going forward, Smilla's much better. Crosses are just amazing, aren't they? But I think defensively, Emily Fox is still stronger. I think Smilla will probably improve in that area of her game, but going forward, she's amazing. And maybe later on in this game, we might see her in a more attacking role. Anyway, Caitlin Ford over on that far side. She's done well again. Caitlin Ford into the box. Oh, it's a good tackle on her actually there from Kasparad. And it's going to be a corner to Arsenal. But Caitlin Ford's having a good first half here. Every time she gets the ball, she's having a run, looking dangerous. She's had some really good moments in this game, Caitlin Ford. And it's another good moment there. But that's good defending that time from Kasparad there. But it's going to be a corner to Arsenal. And you have to say, Caitlin Ford is looking a threat. And Arsenal got an opportunity here to a good corner into the box here. Could be a chance to get this second goal, which would certainly give us a little bit of breathing space. Beth Mead's going to take this corner over on that far side, Arsenal's left, in front of the clock end where the Man City fans are. They do have 1 or 2. Anyway, this corner comes. It's not a bad corner, actually, and Bunny Shaw has to head it away. In fact, the goalkeeper's gone down, so clearly a referee's going to give a free kick. And Man City maybe get away with that. That's a good tactic, actually, because their goalkeeper's not the biggest, is she? The Japanese goalkeeper for Man City. So put the ball on her and put her under pressure. Jug says Fox roughing him up a couple of occasions. Yeah, no, she's done well against her, actually. But that's what we need in this game, you know, because obviously Lauren Hemp is a really big threat, isn't she? She's got the ball again on this near side. This time it's Lotta Woburn-Moy. She turns away from, and Emily Fox again is in there quick. Look at that. Oh, the refs give a free kick for that. Thought that was a bit harsh. But Emily Fox is defending really well against Lauren Hemp. And the Man City have taken a free kick now. Lauren Hemp again tries to thread the ball through to Bunny Shaw inside the penalty area. Bunny Shaw facing Lotta Woburn-Moy. Gets a shot away, but it's straight at Daphne Van Domselaar. And that's a rare shot in this first half for Manchester City, actually. Again, it was good defending from Lotta Woburn-Moy. It was good movement from Bunny Shaw. She was onside. Lauren Hemp played the ball through. But this is good defending by Lotta. She stands her up. And then when the shot comes in, it lacks power. And that was really, really good defending. You have to say, Lotta's had a good first half as well. We've played 38 minutes here at the Emirates. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 0. And it's been a good Arsenal performance. Defending well. We've looked to threat. Olivia Smith looked to threat on the counter-attack with her pacing behind. It's her that got the goal. Man City coming forward again with Hasegawa. Just knocked a little ball forward into Lauren Hemp again. Now Alex Green with Man City enjoying a little bit of possession here, but not really making too much progress forward. And now it's with Hasegawa again. And Arsenal just got a good shape now. And Man City trying to go from right to left. Play the ball forward now. And again, it's good play, that good defending from Arsenal. That was Steph Catley there on Bunny Shaw. And now Mariona's driving forward. This is what led to the goal. She finds Beth Mead on this near side. And Arsenal looking to try and get that second goal. Mariona there. And Beth Mead plays it back to Lotta Woburn-Moy. Now it goes out to Steph Catley. Finds Katie McCabe over on that far side. And Kim Little. And again, we're going back to what we had earlier in this game where Arsenal will have some possession. Man City will have some possession. Arsenal have more possession. It's been that sort of a game, hasn't it? But it's Arsenal's possession now, and it's our possession that's been decisive in this game. We've managed to get the goal. Anyway, Bunny Shaw flicks it on to Lauren Hemp. Good defending from Steph Catley, and it had to be. And now suddenly Arsenal got a counter-attacking opportunity. Leslie Root over on that far side. She's got Caitlin Ford outside her. She finds Caitlin Ford as well. This is a good moment. It's for Arsenal. 5 minutes till half-time. Caitlin Ford cuts inside and she tries a shot. It was deflected. The shot comes in from Mariona and it's just wide. And almost 2-0 there. Good play from Caitlin Ford again. Maybe she should have found Leslie Russo rather than having a shot. In the end, the shot was blocked. It did come back out, though, to Mariona, whose first-time effort. We've seen her score from there before. See there, pass it to Leslie Russo. She tried the shot. And Mariona's first-time effort went wide from the edge of the penalty area. And this is good for Arsenal. Again, that's good defending again on Bunny Shaw. That was Steph Catley that time. And we haven't given Bunny Shaw a second here, have we? Which is what we have to do. That's you know what it's like. Bunny Shaw only needs one opportunity and she'll stick it in that back of that net. So Arsenal have done really well defensively. And we're looking dangerous going forward as well, you have to say. But still early days. We still need this second goal, I think, while we're on top. Anyway, Emily Fox has just been fouled by Hasegawa. And it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. 41 minutes played. It's been a good 41 minutes for Arsenal. Emily Fox. It'd be interesting to see whether or not the referee... See, the referee there didn't insist that Emily Fox goes off. See, I don't understand it. Emily Fox has gone down with a little injury. No one came on and no physios come on. And yet before, Olivia Smith and Leslie Russo had to go off. And yet Emily Fox doesn't. Is it at the referee's discretion? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, if it's a new rule, we need to know about it. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again here as we approach half-time. Leslie Russo now on the edge of the Man City penalty area. And the ball's played out to that far side. Caitlin Ford tries to get it in towards the near post. It gets deflected. And in the end, The cross comes in. Is the referee's has not given a free kick there? Kim Little's won it back on the edge of the penalty area for Arsenal. Leslie Russo battling away. It's inside the penalty. Leslie Russo shot. Oh, it's a good save from Yashamata there for Manchester City. And sure, it looked like there was a foul in there actually. And in the end, there's a bit of an injury here. There's Jade Rose and Leslie Russo both gone down in the build up to that attack there from Arsenal. In the end, the shot was fired wide, just on the edge of the penalty. Kim Little did really, really well. And then it bounced around a bit. And then in the end, oh, that's a good save actually from the goalkeeper. The ball was bouncing around. Leslie Russo did really, really well. And then the shot came in. And that's a really good save, actually. A really good save. And now there is some treatment now for Jade Rose and also for Leslie Russo. Agnes says, if you don't get treatment, you don't need to go. Well, that's what I thought. But yet twice in this first half, Arsenal players have been made to go off when they've not received treatment on the pitch. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's gone on here today. Anyway, Jade Rose is going to have to go off after this because she is receiving treatment from the physios on the pitch. And it is going to lead to a little bit of stoppage time at the end of this first half. And it will be a corner to Arsenal, let's not forget, when this game restarts, because it was a good save there from the goalkeeper, from Leslie Russo's effort. But there is a little delay here while Jade Rose is getting treatment and the Arsenal players are gathered in a circle just on the edge of the penalty area. There are, of course, other games going on in the WSL at the moment. It's Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 1, London City 0, Everton 0, and West Ham 0, Brighton 1. They are the other scores from elsewhere in the WSL this lunchtime. Anyway, we are going to get this corner now. It seems as though Jade Rose is okay. She's obviously having to go off now. And Arsenal have got a corner. Can we get this second goal while they're down to 10 players just before half time? What a great time to score as Jade Rose hobbles off. And it is going to be this corner to Arsenal. Well, Man City are down to 10 players. This is a good opportunity for Arsenal here, maybe, to make this count. They've got a defender off. Let's not forget, Beth Mead is going to take this corner. The last one did cause the goalkeeper a few issues. This one again comes out towards the end of the 6-yard box. Leslie Russo's in with a header and another good save from the goalkeeper. Pushes it over the crossbar. And Arsenal again a threat from a set piece. And that was another good save. The corner there to the edge of the 6-yard box at the far post. It was Leslie Russo got up highest. That's a good header as well. And it was on target, quite close to the goalkeeper. You'd expect the goalkeeper to save that, but she had to save it, and she did. It is another corner to Arsenal again. Beth Mead played it short this time, and it's cut out, and that was dangerous. It's going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half. And I'm not quite sure what that short corner was about, but Arsenal have managed to win the ball back. Just get the ball in the box, because when we put it in the box, it's created problems. Anyway, now Kim Little's driving forward. She's had a great game, Kim Little, in this first half. Most of the Arsenal players have. Anyway, Jade Rose is still off the pitch. And Caitlin falls in. Can she keep this in? She does. She needs some help, really. Where's Olivia Smith? Oh, she's there. Beth Mead now on the edge of the penalty area. Thought she was fouled. Carolyn takes the ball off her, finds Bunny Shaw. And this is where Man City could be dangerous. Oh, great tackle that was there from Mariona. And again, Arsenal pick the ball up. And Beth Mead now finds Leslie Russo. Beth Mead gets it back. And Arsenal just content to try and keep possession. We played a minute of the 4 of stoppage time at the end of this first half. It's been a good first half from Arsenal. We've got the lead. And I think we deserve it as well. I think we have just about shaded this game. We've got Dan for Turf 4 Hours TV. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Enjoying being back in the Premier League, I'm sure. Hopefully you guys will stay up. I do like Burnley in the Premier League, I've got to be honest. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Anyway, Arsenal now trying to see this first half out. Mariona Caldente gets the ball back. And Arsenal just looking to keep possession here as we count down towards half-time. This is good game management, actually, because be easy just to maybe go gung-ho looking for that second goal and leave ourselves vulnerable, and we aren't. We're just keeping possession well. We've won a throw over on that far side. We've got another couple of minutes of stoppage time to play, and that will surely see us here with that 1-0 lead, which I say I think we just about deserve, I think, for this first half. I think we've played pretty well, defended really well, actually. That's been key. And obviously we've taken that chance when we got it. Olivia Smith, Arsenal now again trying to build play. Leslie Russo, this is nice. Olivia Smith again, can she get in over on that far side? All those are coming together inside the penalty area. It probably wasn't a foul either way, actually. And it was the two Canadians again, Jade Rose and Olivia Smith. Those two have had quite a battle today. And I don't think that was a penalty. It was more, if anything, it was more of a foul by Olivia Smith. Anyway, it's Manchester City in possession. And that's a long ball there. That's a poor ball out, actually, from Manchester City. And Arsenal can again pick it up. And Arsenal now closing in towards half-time and looking fairly comfortable, you have to say, at this moment in time in this game. Just as I say that, we give the ball away. Alex Greenwood pings it down the line looking for Lauren Hemper. Lotta's there. And that should be about that, really. And actually, there's a minute to play. Sorry, I can't add up, can I? We've already played 3 minutes of stoppage time. There's 4. There's 1 more left. But it's been good from Arsenal. We've managed this final few minutes of this first half pretty well, actually. Although that ball there played forward from Katie McCabe is just going to be picked up there by Jade Rose. And she gets it back again. The Canadian just on halfway now for Manchester City. It's the last 30 seconds of this first half. Arsenal just need to just keep our shape here now. These last few seconds, and we go in at half time with a very, very important lead to try and defend. And again, Man City have given the ball away. You see, they're not actually playing that well here, Man City. Our pressing is actually probably what's been the key. I think we've pressed really well, and we've managed to win the ball back. And hopefully, we can just now see out these last few seconds here of this first half. Katie McCabe over on that far side. I don't think silly, Katie. Just that'll do. And in fact, there goes the half-time whistle. It is Arsenal 1, Manchester City 0. That goal from Olivia Smith after 17 minutes. And it's been an interesting game. It hasn't quite been the most exciting game you'll ever see, but it's been pretty interesting. Both teams have had spells of possession without really causing too many problems. There hasn't been many clear-cut opportunities on goal. But the ones that there has been, Arsenal have probably shaded. Obviously, the goal, which was a brilliant finish from Olivia Smith. Great play from Mariona, played the ball through. Smith's pace and strength. She saw off defender Rebecca Knack, rounded the goalkeeper and slotted it in. There was that good save as well from the Man City goalkeeper, Yamashita, just before half-time from Leslie Russo's shot as well, and she pushed the header over the bar as well. So Arsenal have had the best chances in this game. And Man City have had some spells of possession, but haven't. I mean, Daphne's made one save, I think, and that was a fairly tame shot straight at her from Bunny Shaw. So yeah, Arsenal have definitely deserved the lead in this first half, but it is only half time. Lots of work still to do, of course, if we're going to see this one out. But so far, so good, and that's been a good performance, it has to be said. David says, yeah, Smith is on fire. Yeah, she's played well. Nudge says, good to see us a lead at half time. Yeah, exactly. It's what we need to do, isn't it? We need to have that lead at half time, and hopefully second half the game will probably open up a bit more, won't it? I think in the second half it has been quite cagey. There hasn't been like an awful lot of chances really either end, but I'm sure the game will open up in the second half. I mean, Man City have got some options on the bench, of course. We don't have so many attacking options really, but Chloe Kelly may well play a part later, and Smilla Holmberg as well, hopefully as well, get some of her crosses into that penalty area. But it's been a good first half that for Arsenal. But we look pretty solid, pretty comfortable, defended well. More of the same in the second half, please, would be very, very nice, wouldn't it? So we have a look at some stats there from that game, shall we? Because see what the stats have been. So, yeah, Man City only had one shot on target in that first half, and that was that rather tame effort, wasn't it, from Bunny Shaw. And Arsenal had 4 shots on target. So I don't think there's much doubt really that we do probably deserve this lead at half time. I think you have to say that. We've had 3 corners. Man City have had none. So yeah, I think we do definitely deserve that, don't we? And and Arsenal had 55% possession. So yeah, I think that's fair. That's a fair score, isn't it, at this point in the game, I think. So yeah, good stuff, and let's hope that we can carry this on into the second half and get this victory, which would be so important, wouldn't it, for Arsenal? So yeah, pretty good stuff. LG says take Mead off and bring Kelly on. We'll see. I mentioned this at the start. We don't know how fit Chloe Kelly is. We don't know how fit Leah Williamson is. They're both on the bench. So to me, I've always said this: if a player's fit enough to be on the bench, they're fit enough to start. And if they're not, they shouldn't even be on the bench, should they? Let's be honest, because what's the point of having a player on the bench that can't play? So I think that if your players are fit, you start your strongest 11. And I know maybe modern football's a bit different, I don't know, but for me, you start your strongest 11, and if one or two of them aren't fit enough to play a full 90 minutes, then you take them off later on, don't you? But anyway, the fact is we do have Chloe Kelly on the bench, and I'm sure she will play some part in this game. But how many minutes has she got in her legs? We don't know. Leah Williamson, how many minutes has she got in her legs? We don't know. These are players that haven't played much football this season. That's the one thing we've got to bear in mind. But yeah, if they're on the bench, they're fit. They can play. But that's maybe just me. But we can't have too many complaints, can we? Because the team that's played in that first half has played well. Everybody's contributed to this lead that we've got. We've defended well as a team. The defence has defended well as well individually. And so we've offered a good threat, haven't we, going forward? And we've got ourselves a really, really good goal. So we're not going to complain. I had a few question marks, shall we say, over the starting lineup initially. But at the end of the day, it's how the team play that matters, isn't it? And I say we're not there every day in training. We don't know what's going on. We don't know the fitness of these players. We don't know what's going on. We can go off what we see on the pitch in the games, but football's a bit more involved in it, isn't it? There's so much data now, isn't it? Really, that's what it's all about, isn't it? The data analysts and all that kind of stuff is so important. But you have to say that that's a good first half. I thought tactically we got that spot on. I thought individually the players have stepped up and done really well. You have to say that you can't really have too many complaints with that, to be honest. We're winning 1-0 against the league leaders, and we deserve that lead as well. So, yeah. Dave said the coach is trying to manage Williamson. She wants her to be free from injuries. Well, no, I agree. But to me, if a player's not fit enough to play, why would you put them on the bench? I don't know. I don't understand that. Really, to me, if you're fit to play, if you're fit enough to be on the bench, you're fit enough to play. And if you're fit enough to play, then if you're one of our better players and one of the leaders on the pitch, which Leah Williamson is, should she not be playing? Yes, I understand she's not played much football this season, but at some point she's going to have to play, isn't she? So I don't know. We don't know, do we? Maybe she's not really fit at all. They've put her on the bench because it's important to get her involved in the squad. Maybe that's what it is with Leah Williamson, because of what an important character she is to the team. But I don't know. We're not sure, do we? But at the end, I'm not going to criticise the defence in that first half, because I thought we defended really, really well anyway without Leah Williamson there. So I'm not overly concerned by anything at this moment in time. But let's see how the game progresses, because Man City are going to get chances. Of course they are. They've got too many good attacking players on the pitch for them not to create chances, no matter how well we defend. So we've got to defend just as well in the second half and see what happens. But yeah, we don't know, do we, how injured these players are or not. We don't know Chloe Kelly's fitness. We don't know Leah's fitness. But I'm pretty sure Chloe Kelly will come on at some point. And if she does, I suppose we'll get more of an idea of how fit she looks when she comes on, I suppose. But yeah, these are players that haven't played much football this season, have they? And yeah, I suppose without a tournament in the summer, it's like, are they as bothered about? I think if there was a World Cup coming up this summer, I think that they would both want to be playing football, wouldn't they? To make sure they was in that squad. Because there isn't a tournament, maybe that's better, because we can manage their injuries. They can manage their injuries as well. This season, we've got a lot still to play for. We've already won the World Club Championship. We've still got the FA Cup and we've still got the Champions League, of course. We're playing the first leg, aren't we, on Wednesday night away in Belgium, of course, in Leuven, who we did beat in the group stage. This is going to be a slightly different game, 2 legs to put us into that knockout stage. It's an important game, another big game coming up, another big competition for us. So there's still a lot to play for, isn't it? I know this season really has been quite a disappointment, I think, in a lot of ways. The performances haven't quite lived up to expectations. We've been a little bit dull to watch at times, which is unlike Arsenal, really. But recently, we've started to get some good form together, and hopefully we can take this momentum, keep going forward into what's going to be a really important part of the season coming up now, isn't it? And hopefully we can end up on top. D&D says, enjoy the match. Yeah, we're trying to, my friend, if we win, we'll enjoy it more, won't we? But yeah, it's a lot to play for. And I say, although the season's maybe felt a bit flat, we said, didn't we, at the start of the season, after we won the Champions League, that the best way to follow up winning the Champions League, from our point of view, where we've been, would have been to win the WSL. And of course, the start that we had just wasn't good enough, was it, to do that? Too many points dropped in too many games, too many draws, really. I mean, we've only lost one WSL game all season. That was against Manchester City in the reverse fixture in October, I think it was. So we've only lost one game, which is the same as Man City have lost. And in fact, it's less than Chelsea have lost. It's less than Man United have lost. It's just too many draws have cost us. And yeah, that's been frustrating, really. But, if we can win this game today, who knows? Put some pressure back on Man City. Yes, the gap will still be 10 points, but we've got a game in hand. Potentially that's 7 points. Can Man City lose 2 games, draw another game? I don't know. Maybe. But we have to keep winning. That's all we can do. And if we do that, at least we're going to... I've said it before. Whoever's going to win the league, whether it's Chelsea above us, whether it's Man City, we need to try and make sure they have to win it themselves by keeping that pressure on. And that's what we need to do. And winning today is going to be the start of that process, isn't it? But it's not just about the WSL now, is it? We've got 1 trophy in the cabinet already this season. There's potentially still 3 more, but you could say maybe 2 more that we've got a good chance in, which is the FA Cup, of course. We play that game next weekend against Bristol City at home, a game we should win. And then, of course, we've got the Champions League. We've got these 2 legs against Leuven starting this week. Again, we should win that as well, shouldn't we? So lots to play for still. And games like this, winning a game like this is going to be great for momentum, isn't it, to push us forward. Yes, the club should have done something in the January window. I don't think there's much doubt about that. We are short of numbers. You can clearly see that today. I think defensively we're a little bit short. Midfield we're a bit short, and we could see today maybe up front we're a bit short with Steiner out. So yeah, we need to strengthen. Certainly, we need to strengthen in the summer, don't we? And I'm sure we will. But let's still a lot to play for. So we're not gonna be too down on things at the minute, because we're winning this game. We have got momentum with us, and only 1 WSL defeat all season. I know sometimes 1 defeat's enough, wasn't it? Was it 3 seasons ago when that 1 defeat to Birmingham, what cost us the league? So yeah. But anyway, let's see what happens the rest of this game, the rest of this season. But yeah, we need to look forward, because the season has been a bit flat, but we're still in there fighting a bit. On at the moment, 3 more fronts. We've got 1 trophy already, so let's build on this momentum. But yeah, that was a good first half, wasn't it? I enjoyed that, and I think we've played well, but there's still a lot of work to do. Absolutely, still a lot of work to do, but we shall see. Of course, later on this afternoon in the Premier League, of course, Manchester City go to Liverpool in a very, very big game. And it could be a big game for Arsenal as well. You have to say, I'm starting to feel that, Man City can't really afford to drop too many more points, can they? We've got a 9-point lead at the moment. Of course, if Man City were to lose today at Liverpool, a 9-point lead at this point in the season would be almost enough, I feel. But let's see. Obviously, Man City win today, it's back to 6 again. And we've still got to go to Man City. there's still, there's lots to play for there still. But I think that's a crucial game today, isn't it? For Man City, I mean, we can't worry too much, and I try not to. I try not to worry about other teams' results really, because one thing that we can't do is we don't control, do we? Other teams' results. We can only control our own results. So don't focus on it. Now, I know there'll be a lot of Arsenal fans will be cheering for Manchester City this afternoon, I'm sure. But to me, that's like, we don't need anyone to do us any favours. We do our own favours by winning our games. We've got the advantage in the Premier League, haven't we? We just have to keep winning our games. Doesn't matter what other teams do. So yeah, I'm not overly bothered who wins that game. If I'm totally honest with you, if Man City win, we've still got a 6-point lead, and if Liverpool win, then a 9-point lead. That's the way I look at it. But we're doing our job at the minute, winning our games. That's all you can do. But we've got some difficult games coming up, haven't we? Brentford away this midweek's going to be tough. That's not an easy game, is it? The way they're playing, they had a good win yesterday at Newcastle. We've got Spurs coming up, and although Spurs are struggling. If you think that Spurs are just going to roll over in the North London derby, they're not, are they? So, we've got our own battles to come, haven't we? So let's focus on our games and not worry too much about what the other teams are doing. They're going to drop points. We're going to drop points. We're not going to win every game. I think that's pretty obvious. So let's just see. Let's see what happens this afternoon. But yeah, I'm not going to say, I don't want Liverpool to win necessarily, because I just don't want Liverpool to win generally. So, but yeah, we just need to focus on our job. But you have to say, if Liverpool do win, then it's definitely our title to lose, isn't it? Absolutely has to lose. Denise says, and let's hope Renee is telling them to get the ball into the box more quickly. What I'm hoping she does, what I'm hoping we do in the second half is do what we've done in that first half, because I thought we played a good game there. And it looks like Man City have made a substitution actually at half time. It is Sam Kofi's coming on, like the drink but spelt differently, and it's Laura Blinken Brown that's gone off. So a change in midfield for Manchester City as they try and get themselves back into this game. And yeah, it doesn't look as though Arsenal have made any changes yet. Arsenal just doing their huddle in the middle of the pitch before we get this second half underway. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 0. And yeah, Sam Coffey's on for Manchester City at half time. And Manchester City will be attacking the goal to our right in his second half, the clock end where their fans are. And that's how Arsenal, of course, taking the North Bank as well, which is always good to see. So Arsenal have made any changes at all. And Man City get this second half off and underway. It's a long ball forward there from Rebecca Knock. And it's going to fall to Bunny Choice. No reason, because again, Arsenal defended that well. We've defended our penalty area really well, actually, in this game. We really have, haven't we? I say Man City have had one shot on target, and that was just a tame effort. Anyway, now Leslie Russo gets the ball for Arsenal, finds Emily Fox over on that far side, very start of this second half, plays the ball forward to Olivia Smith. She needs some support. Leslie Russo trying to make her way into the penalty area. Olivia Smith now inside the penalty area herself, goes for goal. It hits Alex Greenwood, and it's going to fall to Beth Mead over on that far side. It's nice and positive that from Olivia Smith, isn't it? Nice and positive there. Wanted to try and get her shot away, which she managed to do. Now Mariona over on that far side finds Emily Fox. Now Beth Mead runs into a little bit of traffic there, and now Caroline can bring the ball forward. Again, no good defending from Arsenal. That was Katie McCabe and Steph Catley. And now Katie McCabe plays the ball forward. Emily, looked like Olivia Smith was going to be in there. Turned away from Rose. Referee's given a free kick there. I don't know if that was a foul, really. But anyway, the referee gave it as a free kick, which was a shame because Olivia Smith would have been in again for what would have been a chance to get her second goal of the game. And now she's settled in at Arsenal, and she's had a few injuries, didn't she, in the early part of the season. Now she's settled in. She's looking a really, really good player. Anyway, it's going to be a free kick to Manchester City on this near side, midway inside the Arsenal half. It's only, about 2 yards inside from the touchline. It was Caroline who was fouled, a Brazilian. And Arsenal going to have some more defending to do here at the start of this second half. We've played 2 minutes. It's going to be a free kick here from Alex Greenwood with that left foot. That should be comfortable there for Daphne Van Domselaar back in the Arsenal goal. Of course, she had that injury. She missed a lot of games, and then since she got fit, of course, the form of Anik Balba kept her out. Anyway, Arsenal steaming forward now. Emily Fox over on that far side, waiting for some support, which is a little bit slow in coming in the end, and she's had to go back, Emily Fox. But Arsenal keeping possession, and that's good. That'll do. No drama. Now Mariona Caldente pings this ball to this near side. Caitlin Ford. Can she get the cross in? Plays it to the edge of the box to Kate McCabe. Gets it back. Caitlin Ford. She does get the cross in. This time it's a good ball. Livy Smith trying to get in there. Good defending though from Nuck there, and Arsenal coming forward again. This is a good play, but now Man City trying to launch a counter attack. Bunny Shaw chips the ball forward. Easily dealt with by Lotta Wubamori, who's been really, really good today for Arsenal at the back. Really good, Lotta. Anticipated everything, read the game well, kept Bunny Shaw pretty much in her pocket. And now Arsenal can come forward again. That's a good ball. Livy Smith's in behind. The goalkeeper's out. Oh, and this is a little bit of a loose touch from the goalkeeper. She did well, actually. And now she's got to run back into her goal as Arsenal tries to make the most of that. And again, Arsenal won the ball. Katie McCabe. And this is really good play from Arsenal. Now it's into Leslie Russo. She's got Livy Smith on this near side. Oh, she didn't maybe see that option. In fact, she'd won the free kick on the edge of the box anyway. And been quite a lively start to this second half, hasn't it? And Arsenal did well. And it's Sam Coffey there with a foul on Leslie Russo. But it was Livy Smith initially with the opportunity there. Well, no, I think it is a foul pretty much. I don't think you can really argue with that, can you? And Arsenal have got an opportunity here to maybe get the ball or get a shot at goal potentially. It's quite a long way out. I mean, I thought surely the fouls was closer in than that, I would have thought. Anyway, I thought it was closer in than that. But it actually might be better off that it's a bit further out. Now, Beth Mead's over this. Katie McCabe is over this, of course, as you would expect. They've got quite a big wall, Man City. And let's see where this free kick is going. Who's going to take it, first of all? It looks like it's going to either be Beth or Katie McCabe. Surely that's a shooting chance, this. In fact, Beth plays it short. Oh, what a waste. Why have we done that? Have a shot at goal. Overthinking it, trying to be too clever. Just have a shot at goal. That was a total waste there from a good opportunity. That get the ball in the box, have a shot. I would have had a shot from there. Let Katie McCabe have a shot. Jog says there, who's the special free kick coach? Because that is utter nonsense. Yeah, you're right. We did a corner before as well, didn't we? A stupid short corner. It's like overthinking, is it? Trying to be too clever. Don't be too clever. Football's a simple game. You've got a free kick 20 yards from goal. Have a shot. Okay, that might have been 25 yards from goal. But even so, Katie McCabe can score from there. Beth Mead can score from there. Have a shot at goal. Just a waste. You don't get many good opportunities like that, do you? Oh, Kim Little just lost out in midfield there too. Sam Kofi. And now Man City are trying to come forward themselves. Almost forgot Viv Miedema's playing. She just touched the ball in. How many times has she touched the ball in this game? She's got it again, but she's been really quiet anyway. Cross comes in from that far side. Alex Greenwood, it's a good ball actually. It's going to come all the way to Carolyn on the far post. Plays it back. Hasegawa and a chip towards the edge of the 6-yard box. That's a poor ball in actually from Kasperj, and Daphne Van Domselaar easily catches that. And Steph Catley's now gone down. Looks like an ankle problem for her. Was that a clash with Katie McCabe, her own player? Because Katie McCabe looks as though she's suffered a little bit of a knock as well. But again, good defending from Arsenal, but I didn't think Man City necessarily played that particularly well, did they? I don't know what that cross was all about. In fact, Buddy Shaw was causing havoc there, trying to get on the end of that cross. And in the end, it was good defending from Arsenal. I think Steph's just landed awkwardly on her ankle there. But good defending from Arsenal, again, you have to say. And again, the referee seems to be telling Steph Catley she needs to go off. She hasn't received treatment from a physio. she hasn't received any treatment from a physio. And Katie McCabe is coming across to make that very point to the fourth official, I believe. Because Katie McCabe's been told to come off as well, and she hasn't received any treatment on the pitch. I don't understand this. Is this actually a rule now or not? Because it seems to be a bit hit and miss. Sometimes the referee's telling a player to go off when they've got injured, and sometimes they're not. Katie McCabe's been forced to go off. She didn't even receive any. She didn't receive any treatment on the pitch. And now Olivia Smith's gone down, so no doubt she'll have to go off. Whether or not she receives any treatment on the pitch, I don't know what's happening with this game. I don't understand it. But maybe she will have to receive some treatment, Olivia Smith. In fact, no, she won't, because I think she's going to get up again. What it means is that the game's been a little bit stoppy-starty anyway, because there has been a few injuries here and there. Katie McCabe can now come back on when she didn't even have any treatment on the pitch. I don't get this at all. I think that's three or four times now that's happened in this game. Olivia Smith went down injured, didn't get treatment, and she's allowed to get back up and play on. Earlier on, she went down injured, didn't get any treatment, and she had to go off. I don't understand what's going on here. Anyway, Kate McCabe is back on now anyway. But yeah, very strange goings on in this game here. It clearly isn't a definite rule, is it? Because otherwise it would happen all the time, and it isn't. It's been very hit and miss. It seems to be down to the referee's discretion. Now, is that the new thing? Does the referee decide whether or not they think a player is maybe not properly injured? So the referee then decide, well, you're not properly injured, so you're going to have to go off. That seems crazy, really, because referees clearly aren't physios, are they? They can't assess whether a player's really injured or not. Anyway, I'm sure this might become clear later on. I'm sure there'll be some discussion about it. Anyway, Arsenal looking, nearly a ball over the top there for Olivia Smith again. Roy says there, why am I getting a feeling Man City will score to equalise? Well, you're getting that feeling because Man City are a very good team with very good players. So obviously they're going to, they haven't created too many chances yet in this game. So you've got to feel, haven't you, that sooner or later they will start to create stuff because they're a good team. But I don't, at this moment in time, I can't see where they would get a goal from. I can't see where they're going to get a goal from. We seem fairly in control of this game, to be honest with you. But anyway, there's still, we've only played less than 10 minutes of the second half. There's still plenty of time left yet. So plenty of things can still go wrong. But so far, so good. I think we've played well. I think we've defended well. And we are still posing a threat, aren't we, in that final third? So, yeah, so far, so good. 10 minutes into the second half, it is still Arsenal 1, Manchester City 0. And that's good. So, yeah. Anyway, Man City now, Lauren Hemp puts a cross into the box. It's deflected behind it. It's going to be a corner. I think this might be Manchester City's first corner, And we've played 55 and a half minutes. Lotta Woburn-White was who deflected that cross away for a corner to Manchester City. So it's going to be Kasperge to go and cross and take this. She seems like she's wearing shorts that are too small for her, doesn't she? I don't know if it's because her socks are too short as well anyway. Man City have been dangerous from corners this season. They've scored the most goals. Play it short, actually, to the edge of the penalty area. And two players have just gone down in the box, Carolyn and Beth Mead. Referee says play on. Cross comes in from that far side, headed up and away, really, by Kim Little. And Arsenal do just about get the ball clear. But Coffey now finds Bunny Shaw on this near side. And that was a cross shot. But it's easy enough for Daphne Van Domselaar. And Man City really haven't posed much of a threat at all, have they, in this game so far? You have to say it's been fairly comfortable. I don't want to say it, but it's been fairly comfortable for Arsenal. Anyway, Lotta Woburn-White plays it forward. And now Emily Fox up this near side. Looking for Olivia Smith's done really well. Turns away from the defender. Now Leslie Russo's in a bit of space. Can Olivia Smith pick her out? Caitlin falls in the box. Why are you shooting? Pass it to Leslie Russo. You had to pass it there. She's free in space. You have to pass that to her. I don't think she got her head up at all there, Livy Smith. And really, she had to. She did really well initially, used her body well, turned away from the defender. Really good play that was there. Look at this turn away there. That's brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant there. She sold that dummy. But then when she gets there, she's got to pick out Leslie Russo. Look at the space she's in. She does have a look up there. Once she cuts inside it, now play the pass. Tries a shot. Look how Leslie Russo's there. That's 2-0 all day long. Even Caitlin Ford looked across there and said, why haven't you passed to her? That was really poor. That from Livy Smith, a poor decision there in the box. She did really well before that as well, which is, you know, perfect play. And then she got her head up. She's got to just roll that ball across to Leslie Russo, and it's a goal. It's 2-0. Anyway, Arsenal have got a corner, but it should have been so much more. Anyway, it's going to be Katie McCabe with this corner for Arsenal. Whips it in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed away by Buddy Shaw. Comes out to Emily Fox. She manages to get the ball back out again to Katie McCabe. As with Beth Mead, can she line up across? She does line up across. It's a good ball as well. Again, that was headed out by Manchester City. Now, Livy Smith on the edge of the box does really well, takes that ball. She's got such a lot of skill, hasn't she? Anyway, Beth Mead puts a cross back in again. Oh, it's come back across. Katie McCabe in the box. Oh, it just runs away from her. Kim Little now twisting and turning, finds Leslie Russo on the edge of the penalty area. And Man City trying to get out and they can't. This is good play from Arsenal. Emily Fox now finds Beth Mead over on that far side. A couple of good crosses there from Beth Mead. Man City just about defending them. And now the ball's all the way back to Daphne Van Domselaar. Plays it into Mariona Caldente. Now it's out wide to Lotta Wubermoy. And yeah, that was such a poor decision from Livy Smith there. Really, really poor decision, because that was a good opportunity there. Leslie Russo, I don't see her missing that chance, and that's 2-0, and that could be game over. How important is that going to prove to be at the end of this game? Yeah, Emily Fox has done well, really well over on that far side. And then Hasegawa steps in, and it's going to be a throw to Arsenal. Taken quickly, Beth gives it back to Emily Fox again. This is a good spell from Arsenal, probably our best spell of the second half, actually, certainly of pressure and possession. And that one big opportunity there, passed up by Livy Smith just a few moments ago. Kim Little now in midfield had a good game. Steph Catley. And goes back to Daphne Van Domselaar, all in yellow, the Arsenal goalkeeper. Beth Mead now plays it back to, or a bit almost overrun there from Lotta, but she does well. And now there's some space here for Kim Little to drive into in the centre circle. She's got runners either side. Leslie Russo's made a run. Is she going to go herself? Kim Little, she finds Caitlin Ford inside the penalty area. Oh, she tried to score at the near post. Better options on, and that's twice now in a couple of minutes where we've made the wrong decision in the final third. And that's been a problem this season, hasn't it? We're not scoring enough goals, and this is one of the reasons why. We're getting into some great opportunities. Caitlin Ford there, she's got to get that ball across the box. Why is she trying to shoot there? Yes, okay, if it sneaks in the near post. She did it against the Brazilian St. Corinthians at the weekend in the final of the World Club Championship. It's not going to happen very often, is it? Anyway, Man City now trying to come forward over on that far side, and that looked like a foul on the edge of the box on Lauren. In fact, the referee says no. Wow, I thought that was a foul on the edge of the box, and the referee says no. Okay, we'll take it. Jog says there sometimes it's low IQ football. Says yeah, I think you're right. It seems to be. That's twice in quick succession there that we've made the wrong choice from a wide area, and potentially cost us the opportunity to get that second goal. So I thought that was a foul on the edge. Was it Mariona on Lauren Hemp? It looked like a foul, but anyway, the referee said no, so we'll take that, won't we? But yeah, that's frustrating. That really frustrating, because yeah, two big opportunities. Bunny Shaw now, a little bit of space, plays the ball into Viv, tries a shot blocked by Lotta again, and Lotta's had a good game. Mariona runs into trouble on the edge of the penalty area, but again, Lotta is going to emerge with the ball, and she's done well actually, Lotta again, but didn't really have an outlet there. And now Bunny Shaw chips it towards the edge of the box to Viv Miedemar plays it out wide. Cross comes in from Lauren Hemp. It's behind Bunny Shaw. Caroline tries to pick it up, but Leslie Russo's robbed her of the ball. Now Leslie Russo is going to launch a counter-attack, is she? It's a good tackle action there by Casper. But again, Arsenal pick the ball up. Katie McCabe plays it to Mariona. Now it's with Caitlin Ford on this near side. And Arsenal have dealt with Manchester City's attacks really, really well in this game. You have to say, really well. The defending has been really good. Almost takes us back to the Champions League final against Barcelona when we defended so well that day. We kept our concentration defensively for the whole game and we restricted Barca to very little opportunities. And we've done the same again here. Well, it's showing that replay of that incident there with Mariona and Lauren Hemp. I don't see how that's not a foul. I've got to be honest. I don't see how that hasn't been given as a foul. The referee's been quite strange decisions, and that, quite honestly, is a foul. I don't think Mariona intended to foul her. Mariona's almost like slipping, and she's caught Lauren Hemp's back foot, and surely that's a foul. I mean, Lauren Hemp looks amazed. I'm amazed actually. We'll take it all day long, but Christ, we got away with that there. And that could have actually been trouble for Mariona because Lauren Hemp have got the wrong side of her. You know, you could almost say that's like a red card almost. And maybe the referee didn't want to make that decision, so she decided not to give the foul. I don't know, but anyway, we definitely got away with that one there because I thought that was a foul. It is a throw to Manchester City on this near side, and that's one of a few strange decisions by the referee, Abigail Byrne, who is she's been a bit of a controversial referee anyway. She does seem to get a lot of the big games. There's not many options, is there really? Anyway, she has given a foul this time for that foul on Bunny Shaw, which was probably by Katie McCabe, and Bunny Shaw has felt that all right. I mean, if Katie McCabe tackles you, you do tend to know about it. And Bunny Shaw certainly knows about that one. And it is going to be a free kick. It'll be interesting to see. She doesn't. The trainers aren't on the pitch, or the physios aren't on the pitch yet. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not she's forced to go off, as some players have been. Anyway, Katie McCabe and Alex Greenwood are having a chat. Anyway, Bunny Shaw's back up on her feet again. You see, this is a difference, isn't it? In the Premier League, for example, if a player goes down like that, the physios are straight on. And the player's getting treatment for 2 minutes. The game's held up for 2 minutes. And in the WSL, the players are given, I don't know, a couple of minutes to get themselves back to their feet. And they do on their own, don't they, naturally? The trainers have been on twice, and yet there's been probably 10, 11 times the players have gone down injured. In the Premier League, that's 10, 11 times that the coaches or the physios are on. Wasting time. Needs to be looked at, doesn't it? Tony says, just can't understand these referees. He says, no, I can't actually. I'm baffled. That's one thing about this game. I have to say the refereeing decisions have been crazy. Anyway, Arsenal have now won the ball, and Emily Fox is going to steam forward over on that far side. She's done well, Emily Fox. She maybe took it a little bit too far. In fact, as a referee now stopped the game. She didn't before. There was a Man City player down injured. I think that might be Viv actually. And Beth's gone over to check that she's okay. And this time the trainers are on, or the physios are on. And at first, to be fair, that time I kind of sympathise with the referee a little bit, because I think initially there she tried to play the advantage. She didn't think it was a foul. Viv has gone down, and the referee had a look across and was she okay? Was she okay? She was quite prepared to play the advantage. In fact, it was Beth that injured her. I bet they were talking about that later on tonight, won't they? It was Beth there that was Beth's foul actually on Viv there, or not foul. It was luckily they had a bit of a handshake there, but Viv doesn't look very happy. Anyway, Viv now is having to go off because the trainer has come on. But the referee did try and play the advantage there, which I kind of liked. And then in the end, Viv stayed down and the referee stopped the play. If the ref's going to try an advantage, I kind of like that. I'd rather see a ref play an advantage than just stop the game straight away when it's unnecessary. So you got that one right. Anyway, Frida Marnham is about to come on for Arsenal. So you'd imagine that it's going to mean Leslie Russo is going to go up front. Not sure who's going to come off. Could be a choice of Caitlin, Beth or Olivia really could come off here. So we'll see. But Frida Minam's coming on. Of course, she does tend to get important goals. It is Beth that's going off, which I suppose was probably the best option there. So Beth's off and Frida's on. So you would imagine that Olivia Smith's going to go wide and Leslie Russo's going to go through the middle, and then Frida will drop into that number 10 position is what you would imagine is going to happen. So, yeah, let's see what happens. I'll say Frida's had a good tournament, didn't she? She got player of the tournament in the World Club Championship last week. And she's playing a bit better in recent games. I think, to be fair, that you could say that about a lot of the team, really. You know, we're starting to play a bit better. And Man City are going to be making a substitution as well very, very shortly. And, yeah, is Frida Minam going to make that difference for Arsenal in this second half? We're still largely in control of this game. I'm not overly concerned that Man City will score. They don't look as though they're about to, but they've got the quality. And it only takes a second, doesn't it, for quality players to create something. Anyway, lots of Ruben Moy goes long up that far side. So it looks like Livy Smith's now moved to the right. Caitlin Fall's still on the left. Frida Minam's in the 10, and Leslie Russo's gone into number 9. And that's a sensible substitution. You know, we've sometimes criticised Renee's substitutions this season, very predictable. And maybe that's slightly predictable, but it's sensible. I kind of like this substitution. And Frida Minam straight in the play now, finds Caitlin Ford on this near side. And Frida again gets the ball back. And yeah, I don't mind this substitution at all. You can understand why it's been made. And it's going to give Leslie Russo maybe more opportunities in a number 9 to, you know, get an opportunity to score a goal, get that second goal, which you do feel the second goal for Arsenal would kill this game. 22 minutes to play. And Leslie Russo done well over on that far side. That's what she brings to this role. She's got strength and she's got a little bit of pace as well. And she's giving away a free kick there, though. But that change there, I like that. And let's see how it works. Man City's free kick over on that far side. It's a long ball forward. Bunny Shaw flicks it on, but Steph Catley wins the second ball. And now Caitlin Ford inside these centre circles done well. And then she's fouled, and it is a free kick to Arsenal. Coming up to the last 20 minutes here. Are we about to end this long unbeaten run for Manchester City? The long run of wins going back to September, the first game of the season when they lost 2-1 at Chelsea. And they're on the brink of losing. The Man City manager's got a little look of Stuart Pearce about him, hasn't he? Slightly older version of Stuart Pearce. Anyway, Katie McCabe now coming forward for Arsenal, finds Frida Minam on the edge of the box. Mariona Caldente now. Caitlin Ford, this is nice. Caitlin Ford on this near side. Can she get the cross in? She does get the cross in. Oh, it wasn't a bad ball, actually. Man City clear it away, but Mariona picks it up. And now it's gone back to Lotta. Now it's Mariona again. You can sense a second goal coming here for Arsenal. Frida Minam finds Mariona again. And Arsenal now looking to try and find an opening here. Mariona gets the ball out wide. Livy Smith, the goal scorer. She's going to try and get across in this time. Twisting and turning and finds Frida Minam just inside the box. Livy Smith gets it back again. And Arsenal enjoyed a good spell of possession here. But is it going to lead to a chance on goal? Well, Frida Minam's just lost the ball. And now Man City can launch a counter-attack. Oh, that is a magnificent from Kim Little on Viv Miedemar there. Looked as though Man City were going to get a counter-attack. That is a captain's role there. That is what a captain does for this team. Brilliant again from Kim Little now. Katie McCabe can bring the ball forward. Arsenal looking dangerous here. Are we going to find a goal? Oh, just Frida Minam just couldn't quite get that ball under control. And Man City clear it away. But Arsenal pressing aggressively. And Frida Minam's going to be in again. She knows she's not because Sam Coffey gets the ball there. And now it's gone back to the goalkeeper. And I don't think there's been a shot on target for either team in this second half, has there? And we've only got less than 20 minutes to play. It's been a bit of a stalemate this second half. And that suits Arsenal. I'm sure we'll all be very, very happy with a 1-0 win. Not the most exciting 1-0 win, perhaps, but a 1-0 win is still 3 points, isn't it, regardless? And that could be so crucial for us for this season. We would go back into the top 3 with a victory here, but now suddenly there's some space for Lauren Hemp. Emily Fox is desperately trying to get back in. Emily Fox does get back in and defends really well, actually, again, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. You have to say Emily Fox has definitely got the better of Lauren Hemp in this game. I think Lotta Woober-Moy's got the better of Bunny Shaw. And due to that, Arsenal have looked fairly comfortable. Anyway, it's going to be no hat-trick for Carolyn this week. She's just about to go off for Manchester City. Didn't really have the impact today that she would have hoped for. And it is going to be Iman Benny, who, of course, did score the winning goal at the Academy Stadium earlier in the season in that victory for Manchester City. So is she going to have a similar impact today? Let's hope not. But Carolyn's off. Didn't really do much for Man City today, did she? Didn't cause us too many problems at all. And we'll see how we can deal with Iman Benny instead, as Man City look to try and get back into this game. LG says, I think we've paid the referee, if I'm being honest. Well, yeah, 1 or 2 decisions have gone our way, there's no doubt, which is unusual, isn't it? Because that doesn't often happen, does it? So we'll take it for a change, because I'm sure it won't happen very often again. It does seem as though there's been 1 or 2 that do seem to have gone our way. But anyway, Man City now coming forward. Bunny Shaw on the edge of the box, tries to hold it up. Steph Catley this time does well, and now Freedom Marnham can hold the ball up well. Finds Mariona, but she runs into 2 or 3 Man City players there, and suddenly Man City are now a little bit more aggressive in their play, and lost that ball forward there from Kasperger. Now Frieda's got the ball again, finds Caitlin Ford on this near side. She's done well again, Caitlin Ford. She had a decent game, Caitlin Ford. Yes, okay, she's made 1 or 2 poor decisions in that final third, which is pretty much Caitlin Ford's game anyway. But I think she's worked hard. She's caused Man City a lot of problems, and I think she's played well. Anyway, Mariona now trying to keep that ball in. Did she manage to? Not sure if she did. No, she didn't. It's going to be a throw to Manchester City. So the latest scores in, it's still Liverpool 2, Villa 1, London City 0, Everton 1 now, and West Ham 0, Brighton 2 from the WSL. So London City Lionesses are losing at home to Everton. That was not expected, really, was it? Anyway, also the Man City now looking to come forward. Bunny Shaw gets the ball out to that far side. Lauren Hemp going to put the cross in. She does put the cross in, but good defending again from Lotta Woober-Moy. Brings the ball forward, actually. Good play there from Lotta. Really good play. Now finds Olivia Smith. And twisting and turning. Runs into trouble, though. Lauren Hemp wins it back for Manchester City, who are now having a bit of a spell of their own. But they still haven't really created anything, have they? Anyway, here's Benny now. The substitute goes round the outside. Can she get the cross in? No, she can't. Good defending there from Arsenal. Mariona. And she runs the ball out of play. That's a goal kick. Good play from Arsenal. Roy says, have they announced the attendance yet? I haven't heard, no. I did hear we'd sold 45,000 tickets, so I don't know whether that's the official attendance or not, or did we sell a few more? Doesn't look to be 45,000 in the ground, but it's difficult to tell, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah, it's a goal kick to Arsenal. We're into the last 15 minutes here at the Emirates. Still Arsenal 1, Man City 0. It seems to have been 1-0 to Arsenal for a very long time. Well, it has been since the 17th minute of the game. And it's another free kick to Arsenal. Leslie Russo was fouled. And it's been a bit of a stop-start game, let's be honest. Certainly the second half there's not been much flow. But Arsenal won't mind that, really. Arsenal won't really mind that at all, because we've got the lead, and it's Man City's as a team that they've got to find some rhythm if they're going to create some chances here. Anyway, Caitlin Ford finds Katie McCabe. Does well there, Katie McCabe, actually, really well. And Mariona tries to ping the ball forward, overhit that pass, and now Man City with Hasegawa. And now it's Viv Miedemar and it's Viv Miedemar on his near side. Still can't get used to it in a Man City shirt. That's what it is. Anyway, she's looking to try and get a cross in. Finds Iman Beanie. Does put a cross in. Good header away there from Lotte Wubben-Moy again. And you have to say Arsenal's defending in and around the penalty area has been magnificent in this game. It really, really has. Absolutely brilliant defending. And it is a throw to Man City over on that far side. 77.5 minutes on the clock. And Arsenal closing in on what would be a magnificent, important victory. And could this be the defeat for Man City that derails their title charge? Bearing in mind they've fallen away in recent years before, haven't they? From, I'd say, a couple of years ago when they almost won the league in that game against us, if you remember. They were 1-0 up with minutes to go. Oh, and there's a chance here for Viv. I don't know what Daphne's doing. She's come out of her goal. And in the end, brilliant defending. Viv's put the ball in the net, but it's already a foul. It won't count. Not quite sure what Daphne was doing there. She came charging out. Absolutely charging out of her goal, which had no chance of getting the ball, it didn't seem. And in the end, she's put the ball in the net. It's not going to count, Viv. But I don't know whether Daphne needed to come out. Obviously, the two Dutch players. There's a lovely ball, actually, from Hasegawa. And in the end, it was almost a similar goal. Brilliant defending from Katie McCabe, you have to say. And then Viv pulled her back. But that's brilliant from Katie McCabe there. Look at that. Just so much more strength and determination to win that ball. And, brilliant defending. And in the end, Viv did pull her back there, there's no doubt. Although she scored. LG says the Miedemar 5 years ago scores. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Age gets to all of us, doesn't it, though? You know, we can't blame her for that. But, yeah, you're right. That's the sort of chance she used to score for us lots and lots of times. She wouldn't have delayed so much, would she? She'd have been straight onto it. But Man City now seems to be building up a bit of a head of steam as we head towards the last 10 minutes here. And the ball into the box. Lauren Hemp with a shot. And I don't know, was it deflected or was it just over the bar? But suddenly Man City are looking a little bit more dangerous now, aren't they? It was good play, actually, again from Manchester City. It was Sam Coffey initially there. And then the ball played into Lauren Hemp, but she couldn't get her feet sorted out enough inside the penalty area. It's gone over the top. It's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. But one or two little moments there that Man City are starting to show a few signs of life in this game, and they may be able to potentially carve out one or two opportunities in these closing stages for this equaliser, which would be a good result for them, you have to say. And I think a draw for Man City would put them in such a strong position in terms of winning the league. Arsenal won another free kick. In fact, Daphne Van Domsel was given a yellow card, which must have been for time wasting, you imagine, taking too long over that goal kick there. It's a free kick to Arsenal on halfway, which Katie McCabe is going to take. But you go back to that comment earlier, I think the Viv from 5 years ago was the greatest player in the world. So, she'll never get back to that, which is just as well for us now she's left. We don't want her to get back to that, do we now? It's a throw to Arsenal. Good pressure there from Leslie Russo. And Arsenal just trying to relieve that pressure, really, that we've been under. But I'll say that Man City they've still only, I think, had one shot on target in the whole game. Anyway, Katie McCabe now coming forward. And you have to say Arsenal have managed this game well. Now it's Mariona. A bit of space opened up for her, but she took a little bit too long, and Bunny Shaw came back and pinched the ball off her. And now gets that ball out wide, looking for Lauren Hemp. Emily Fox is across there again. She hasn't really given Lauren Hemp any space at all today. And I think Lotte's going to deal with that under pressure from Viv. Plays it back to Daphne Van Domsel. Wasn't a great clearance, actually. Man City have picked this ball up. Viv Miedemar tries to play it in to Bunny Shaw, but it wasn't a great ball. And this time, Daphne's out, gathers that ball. And more time ticks away. Arsenal getting closer and closer to this important 3 points. Well, now, is the ball going to drop here for Freedom Arnhem? Not quite. And Man City are having a lot more possession now inside these last 8 minutes of this game here at the Emirates. I wasn't worried before, but suddenly now it's become a little bit more tense. Obviously, the time factor plays a part in that, doesn't it? Man City are building up a head of steam. But what could happen in this game now is Man City have to take a few more risks. We might be able to get an opportunity on the counter attack anyway. Iman Beanie's coming forward again, touches the ball back to Hasegawa, plays it into the penalty area, but Daphne Van Domslaar's there. And a little bit of pressure from Viv. She throws the ball out to that far side looking for Olivia Smith. Good tackle on her there, though, by Sam Coffey. It's going to be a throw, though, to Arsenal. We just need to maybe try and keep the ball a bit better now. Time is ticking away. It's getting closer and closer towards full time here. And what would be a massive, massive 3 points for Arsenal. And could put a dent in Man City's what looks like it's been a serene run. So else making 3 substitutions now. Wow, 3 substitutions. Leah Williamson is coming on. Smilla Holmberg is coming on as well. And Chloe Kelly is coming on. All of those players are coming on. And Steph Catley's going off. She had a good game today, Steph Catley. Really good from her. And Leah Williamson's back to see this game out. And who else is going off? You'd imagine it'll be Emily Fox. In fact, it's Katie McCabe's gone off for Smilla Holmberg. I want to take Emily Fox off, which she's had a great game. And it is Olivia Smith is going off as well for Chloe Kelly. So there are your 3 substitutions then. Holmberg, Williamson and Kelly on for Catley, McCabe and the goal scorer Smith for these last, 7 or 8 minutes of normal time. And good to see Chloe Kelly and Leah Williamson on the pitch. So maybe we were right. Maybe they didn't have many minutes in their legs. That's why they've only come on right at the end. Anyway, Smilla Holmberg looks as though she's playing on this near side as a left back, which is interesting, isn't it? I mean, I'm sure she could play there. I just love her charging down that right-hand side. It's just so exciting to watch, isn't it? But needs must, I suppose, at the end of the day, what we need to do is see this game out, don't we? If we can get the second goal, even better. But we don't need a second goal, do we? We just need to keep this nice and tight and see this over the line. In fact, there's an injury now to the Manchester City goalkeeper. Now, quite often we say that the goalkeepers go down injured to waste a bit of time. I don't think Manchester City need to waste a bit of time yet, do they? Because the momentum's been with them, really. Anyway, it's given the manager a chance to maybe have some final instructions to the team as they try and find a way back into this game in the final 5 minutes. Jerry says, player of the match to me is Olivia Smith. I mean, her goal's been important. I think I would give it to one of our defenders. Emily Fox has been brilliant. I think Lotta's been brilliant as well. Kim Little in midfield has been brilliant. I would personally, Steph Catley was brilliant as well. I would be tempted, I don't know, maybe Kim Little's had a big performance today. But Lotta's had a great game as well. I think if we keep a clean sheet, I would be tempted to give it to Lotta. I mean, Olivia's played well today, but she had a great opportunity to set up the second goal and didn't take it. And those crucial moments are what win you and lose your big matches. You know, she made the wrong choice then. And yes, she's got the goal and she played well, but you've got to make those, you've got to more often than not make the right decisions in those situations. She didn't. And to me, I wouldn't give her a player of the match for that, almost for that alone. But having said that, I just think defensively is where we've been so impressive in this game. You know, we've restricted Man City to one shot on target all game. And that's been down to our defensive performance, mainly from Lotta, I think. So I personally would go for Lotta, but yeah, we'll see who does actually get it in the end. I suppose could still be whatever happens in these last 3.5 minutes of normal time. There'll be some stoppage time, of course, at the end of this game. We know that. And anyway, Hasegawa now coming forward. Man City hunting this equaliser, which I'm sure they'd be delighted with a point here. But Arsenal working so hard to try and see out for all three, which could be, I say, a really big victory this for Arsenal if we can hang on. Headed out again by Lotta, who's won everything, you have to say. She's been magnificent, Lotta Wilber-Moy, today. She really has. And if Serena's in the crowd, you've got to say, why doesn't she get picked more often for England when she puts in performances like this in these type of games? Anyway, Viv inside the box. Is there going to be a chance for Viv? Again, it's great defending from Arsenal. Leah Williams in there that time. And Arsenal just putting bodies on the line for this win. You have to say this has been impressive. It may not be the free-flowing, fantastic football that we want to see Arsenal playing, but sometimes you've got to play to the game, the circumstance of the game. And I do think that in this game today, that's what Arsenal have done. We've played the game as we've needed to play it, and we've been brilliant. You have to say what we've done has been brilliant. We're making another substitution. Alea Cadena is coming on as well for these final few minutes, and Mariona's going off. Brilliant play from Mariona today, you have to say. Again, worked so hard, and it's her assist, of course, for the goal that could be the winning goal in this match. But the two Spaniards replacing each other there. Stick another defensive body in there. Why not? Let's see this game out now. Is that inviting more pressure on us, though? That's the only risk I feel when you bring another defender and you take off a more attacking-minded player, bring on an extra defender late in the game. You're almost inviting pressure on, aren't you? Let's hope that doesn't work out that way. But anyway, let's see. We're into the last 90 seconds of normal time. There's going to be at least 5 minutes stoppage time, you feel, if not more. It's been a very stoppy-starty game, hasn't it? Anyway, that will do for us. That ball forward's gone straight out of play for a throw to Arsenal, which Holmberg is going to take. We've now got a lot of defenders on the pitch, haven't we? Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I suppose we've still only really got 4. I suppose, haven't we? Anyway. But Arsenal trying to work hard to see this game over the line. And Holmberg does really well again. And it's going to be a throw to Manchester City. Down by the corner flag on this near side. We're deep into the final minute of normal time. We're about to find out what the stoppage time will be. My guess is 5 minutes or maybe 6. It's going to be a fair old bit. Anyway, Kasper's long throw headed away by Holmberg. And then Leia Cadena completes the clearance. It's going to be backs to the wall in these last few minutes for Arsenal, isn't it? Jerry says negative changes invite pressure, not improve. Yeah, no, I'll get that. It can do that, can't it? We just end up going deeper and deeper. Surely Daphne's foul, but actually she does really well. Daphne there, come and grab the ball off of the head of Viv Miedemar and then grab the second one as Bunny Shaw came in. I think she would have got a foul anyway. And brilliant play there from Daphne. And I think she has won the free kick. And 6 minutes of stoppage time. There you go. I thought that there was going to be around about that, wasn't there? And Daphne was brilliant there, you have to say. In fact, I don't think it was a free kick. It's going to be a drop ball. And anyway, Daphne has now got the ball. And there's 6 minutes for Arsenal to hang on. Or maybe get the second goal. Who knows? Anyway, the player of the match is Kim Little, which I'm not surprised about. I think she's been great today. I did say that before. She was definitely one of my picks. And she's been given a player of the match. You can't really argue with that, can you, to be honest? Thought she's been magnificent today, as she has been most of this season. You know, every time we've said on this show quite a lot, well, you know, we can't keep relying on Kim Little. She's well into her 30s now. But then she comes up with performances like this. Then you think, well, actually, we can still, we do still rely on her. So yeah, she seems to defy age and time, doesn't she, Kim Little? And she has been fantastic again today. And yeah, she fully deserved that player of the match award, I think. Anyway, it's a throw to Man City. We've played one of the 6 minutes of stoppage time. We're getting closer and closer to what would be this fantastic victory if we can hang on, which I think we deserve to hang on. I think it's been a different type of Arsenal performance today, but sometimes you've got to play to the opposition, you've got to play to the game, and that's what we've done, and we've done that really well. You know, Man City now looking to try and create a chance at the end of this game. Cross comes into the box, deflected by Kim Little. Cross played in again, cleared away. Arsenal can't get the ball away. Across again in towards the edge of 6-yard box. Bunny Shaw's up with a header. And it's half cleared away by Chloe Kelly, but that wasn't a good ball back into the box. And Arsenal, now we're hanging on. Now we are hanging on. Jerry says, player of the match fully deserved. Yeah, I think so. Kim Little's been everywhere today. But that's Bunny Shaw's first real opportunity there. The header, she couldn't direct it on target. But it is back to the ball now. We're in the 92nd minute. And it is all Manchester City pressure. As you would expect, they're going for the league title. Of course, they're going to put us under pressure. It's up to us to defend this well and keep working hard, which we're doing. Can't get the ball away, though, can we? Just cannot get the ball away. Maybe we will now. Good play from Caitlin Ford. And she's won the foul as well. Brilliant, brilliant play there from Caitlin. Not much more she could do other than try and win the free kick there from Iman Beanie. And she's managed to do that. And Arsenal can take a bit more time over this. 93 minutes on the clock. We've got 3 minutes to hang on. What would be the end of a fantastic couple of weeks for Arsenal. Beating Chelsea. We've won the World Cup. And we're on the brink now of beating the leaders, Manchester City, as well. Fantastic effort from Arsenal. In terms of the league title, it may well be in vain. These two victories back-to-back against Chelsea and Man City. Should we hang on for this? But it just goes to show what this team can do. And maybe that makes it a little bit more frustrating. Jerry says the ref today has been generous. Yeah, I think at times the ref has been generous to us. I agree with you. But I think we deserve that little bit of luck that we've had. I think we've played so well, defended so well. And that's a big part of the game, isn't it? If you defend well, you've got a good chance of doing well, haven't you? And again, we defend that pretty well. And Holmberg, unsure when she's playing left back, what to do really. A bit risky, maybe putting such a right-footed player there. But anyway, she got that ball clear in the end. It's going to fall over on that far side, across into the box, looking for Bunny Shaw. Leah Williamson's there, heads it behind, but was that an offside? And another Man City player's gone down. It wasn't offside anyway, but Leah Williamson made sure there wasn't going to be a chance for Man City. Into the last 90 seconds, Viv's gone down with what looks like a calf cramp. Not been her day today, has it, for Viv? In fact, it's not been Man City's day all round, has it? But a lot of that's been to do with how well Arsenal have approached this game, really. Defensively, we've been brilliant. And sets us up nicely, doesn't it, for the Champions League knockout game coming up in midweek away in Belgium. Anyway, Arsenal now to come up to the last minute of stoppage time. Caitlin Ford's going to go to the corner flag issue. Well, she's won the throw instead on this near side. That will do for the time being. As we come up to 95 minutes, one more left for Arsenal to hang on. Or can we seal it? Can we seal it right at the death? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, Samira Holberg throws that ball towards the corner flag. Leslie Russo does really well. And she's going to, I don't know what she was trying to do there. And anyway, she just lost possession, but we've won it back. Leslie Russo got it back again. And again, she's trying to head towards the corner flag. But actually, you might be better off just trying to head towards the penalty area. Frida Minor. Oh, lovely pirouette there from Frida Minor. Now she's going to head to the corner flag. Surely she's fouled. Referee says no. The ball goes off Caitlin Ford. It's going to be a throw to Manchester City. 30 seconds left. And the ball is in that. But in fact, it's a throw to Arsenal. And there's what? It's going to be a sub for Manchester City. Seems a bit pointless now, doesn't it? And it's because Viv can no longer carry on. And it is going to be Grace Clinton coming on for Viv Miedemar. Not her day today, was it, for Viv? But it is going to be Arsenal's day. Viv's going off with that cramp. Now we've played the 6 minutes. It's whatever the referee is going to add on. And it is going to be a goal kick to Manchester City. Are they going to get one more big chance? Are they going to get one more big chance to get this equaliser? Or can Arsenal hang on? They're trying to play it out from the back, Manchester City. They've got the ball with a goalkeeper outside the penalty area. Pops it into midfield. Arsenal very deep. It's only Leslie Russo up the pitch, trying to put pressure on Hasegawa. We've played 6.5 minutes. And there goes the full-time whistle. Arsenal have hung on for the victory. Wow, that was hard work towards the end, but a brilliant defensive performance from Arsenal, you have to say. And in the end, it's that goal in the first half, 17 minutes from Olivia Smith, that sealed the victory. It's been a good couple of weeks for Arsenal. Back-to-back WSL victories against Chelsea and Manchester City without conceding a goal is impressive. And, of course, winning a World Cup in between as well. It's been a good few weeks. And that was a very, very professional performance today from Arsenal from start to finish. I thought we defended well when we had to. We had some chances when we had to. We probably shaded that, you have to say. Certainly on chances we did. Man City didn't create hardly anything at all. Such a great defensive performance. And Livy Smith had to step up and play centre forward today. And it's her goal in the first half that's won it for Arsenal. Are Man City still going to go on and win the WSL League title? Probably. I don't think that we can't say for certain that they won't. But we've kept ourselves alive. We've put ourselves back in that top three. We've gone above Chelsea. And, yeah, really, really good performance from Arsenal today. Professional from front to back. Missing some key players as well. So to produce that was brilliant. Nuz said, Ray says, sorry, much needed great win. Beating Chelsea and Man City in successive weekends means our title hopes are far from over. We are the form team. I haven't got the final attendance figure yet. I know. I don't know what it is. Sorry. Nuz said, second half, City showed up. Good pressure. Yeah, I thought we defended that so well, didn't we? From start to finish, really, we were brilliant defensively. I mean, to restrict a Man City team with that attack to that few chances was really, really good. And I think it just shows that, we've got something special about this team. Jerry says, never knew Ruben Moy is this good. Yeah, she's been, to be honest with you, she's done it before. You know, she when she's good, she's very good. She tends to have a few lapses here and there. Matthew says, I'm late, but it's Smithy again getting it done indeed. And it was a good Arsenal performance today. I say not the sort of Arsenal performance we've been too used to seeing. We're used to seeing the free-flowing football. But today we had to dig in and we did it really well. And Nudge says, good defensive cover. Yeah, I thought we defended really well, actually. That was such a good performance. And Leah Williams now is pushing the camera out of the circle. But, yeah, a good performance from Arsenal today. A good victory. And, yeah, moving in the right direction. So well done to everybody today. I thought, good tactics again from Renee in a big game. Got it right. We got the victory again. And we are building up this momentum. It's a shame, isn't it, that all those poor results earlier in the season, dropping stupid points, is now could prove to be crucial. But we've kept ourselves alive. We've kept ourselves in that, got ourselves back into the top three, kept ourselves in the title race, and hopefully we can go on from here and push on and end the season well. LG says, is Lotta's best ever defensive performance. It's certainly up there, I would say. It's certainly one of her best. She's had the one or two like this as well. But, yeah, that was great today. She was brilliant. Jog says, excellent result. I really didn't expect this. Now I'll chill and watch the Spurs game. Yeah, it was good from Arsenal. It was. John says there, top performance from every player today. Well done. Indeed, yeah. It just goes to show, doesn't it? It's not always about brilliant football. It's about digging out results when you need them. That's what we did. DMD says, Gunners beat the table toppers. Indeed, we did. And that's a really good result for us. Tottenham, of course, playing Chelsea a little bit later on this afternoon. Liverpool beat Villa 4-1. Everton beat London City 1-0. West Ham came back to beat Brighton 3-2. They were 2-0 down. Brilliant stuff from West Ham there. LG says, who would have thought we would beat Chelsea and Man City back-to-back? Only us can do that. Then draw to Villa. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And draw to Spurs and draw to Villa. So we are back in third place, 10 points behind City with a game in hand. We're 2 points behind Man United with a game in hand on them as well. So big result for us. Of course, Chelsea could beat Spurs and go above us, but we'd still have a game in hand. So, yes, excellent from Arsenal today. Really, really good. And that's the sort of performance that wins your trophies, isn't it? To be able to defend like that. Matthew says, yeah, we put a little doubt in the City ship. Exactly, yeah, that's all you can do, isn't it? Jerry says, recent form gives us hope for Champions League, indeed. DMD says, toughest game so far. It was, and we come out on top. So, yeah, no, absolutely brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant stuff. So, yeah, Excellent. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. A good win for Arsenal. It has finished here at the Emirates. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 0. A brilliant first half goal from Olivia Smith and some brilliant defensive play from Arsenal thereafter. Restricted Manchester City to almost nothing in terms of opportunities to score. LG says, never forget who also ended their 14-game winning run when Cena scored a late brace. Exactly, when they was on the brink of winning the title then, wasn't they? So yeah, we've done it again, and yeah, excellent stuff. Well played, Arsenal, today. Brilliant from everybody, and yeah, we look forward to Wednesday's game, of course, Champions League qualifier against Lovren away, the first leg. Top Shell says, great game, fantastic defending. It was, yeah, really strong defensive play from Arsenal today. And yeah, so we go to Belgium in midweek. Let's see if we can get the victory. And yeah, set us up for the rest of the season nicely, hasn't it? So yeah, brilliant from Arsenal today. Well done. Thank you guys for watching. Probably won't be able to do a watch on Wednesday just because it's the early kickoff. What with work and everything else, it's going to be a struggle. I should hopefully get to watch the game, or certainly most of it. But yeah, we'll be back, of course, on Friday with the big show. And Draz, of course, has done a vlog of this game for us. He'll be doing a vlog from Belgium on Wednesday as well. So that's all to look forward to. We'll be back Friday with Andreas for the show. Look back on this game. Look back on the Lovren game. Look ahead to, I think it's Bristol City next weekend in the FA Cup. Lots and lots of good stuff going on. So, yeah, please join us for that. Thank you very much for watching us today. And yes, Arsenal have won this big game and back-to-back wins over City and Chelsea. Wow. When was the last time we did that, I wonder? Probably a while ago. But anyway, we've done it now, and that's all that matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Matthew says, see you later indeed. Yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. And, of course, we'll see you on Friday. Come on, you Gunners. Brilliant stuff. Take it easy, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.